Ey, esa niña no se aguanta. Ey, quiere todo porque él. How y'all doing? And we're back. We're back. We're here with the man. Sorry, I was gonna make it.
Just forgot my name
The
already.
man. No, it's because I don't want to mess up how I pronounce it.
It's okay. Oh, all right. I'll help you out. It's
Dawnish.
There you go. You got it.
See,
yeah,
I know,
that's
but
right.
I just want to make sure that I said it right. It's Dawnish.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I don't want to mess it up, and also I don't want to mess up on this live. By the way, I was telling him before we came on, guys, that I feel like I respect what he does so much that I'm like, I would not want him to come on this podcast and I fuck up what he got going. So I'm like, let's just ping pong some conversation. Let's just have a good time. Let's keep it, cutesy. Even here, yo estoy tomando cerveza, and Bob, I don't know if he can admit he's drinking a little bit, tiny bit.
Maybe.
But maybe not. But we got cups, guys. And how you doing?
I'm doing
Dawnish?
great. Thank you for that introduction. And don't worry, no, you can't mess anything up.
I can mess a lot of things up. I'm like, don't say that.
Not any more than they already are.
Yeah. No, we were talking off camera, and it's dope. And honestly, I feel like, just so you guys know, and I'm sure you recognize him from TikTok and social media and amazing things that he does. And I even sometimes I tell you guys how like people will tag me whenever there's problems, and I'm like, it emotionally like makes me like, oh my God, what the fuck? Depending on like whatever time it is, I'm like, oh my God, I've tagged him on stuff. Like I've seen something and been like, please help. You know what I mean? Because I know that he can, like, he helps and he can find people and he does all this stuff. And I feel like you're so smart and you're so talented at what you do, man. And it's so respectful that I just wanted to give you motherfucking props. You don't give him a fucking round of applause in this bitch.
Thank you. I'm blushing. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't deserve that. I don't know if I deserve that. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I feel a little more pressure when I get tagged by you too, because now I'm like, oh shit, Snow wants. Snow needs his help. I got to do this for Snow. No, because it's the same here though. So I'm like, I gotta do this for Snow. I can't let her down.
Aw, no, yeah. I mean, guys, yes. Look, yes, I follow him. Yeah, so you guys know, man. Like, you guys, I feel like in this day and age, accountability being so fucking important. The superheroes that are out there just trying to make sure people are accountable and people, face that accountability are honestly. They're supposed to be our superheroes, right? They're supposed to be the people that do it. But then it's also like targeted. Like people could be putting people in danger. So to me, I'm just like, thank you so much for like doing that shit, because there's so many times where like people would think like cops are supposed to be doing that, or politicians are supposed to be doing that, or our leaders are supposed to be doing that, but they're fucking not. Sometimes they're the swamp. People talking about draining the swamp. You're literally Shrek swimming around in the swamp. You love it. You love the swamp. You're the king of the swamp. Yeah. At least Shrek was likable and he had donkey.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate it. But I honestly think it's because like the only reason I even have a platform is because there's so many people who agree too. Like we see so much lack of accountability from like the highest position in the land. Mm-hmm. Just absolutely no accountability for anything that they do to other people, that they consistently, maliciously do to people. And people get so fed up with it. And so when they see like anyone pushing for it, and I think that's what gravitates people like to come together as a community, because I don't personally believe I'm doing like, maybe I'm identifying the person and calling this out, but it's the sense of community gets anything done. Like if you have this person who is, let's say, mistreating somebody just because they're their race or whatever, or maybe because they're a woman, you could go tell their boss and likely maybe nothing will happen. They'll tell their side of the story and they'll probably block you. It's that community coming together saying, hey, this is wrong. Yeah. We want to see some sort of accountability. Like, I'm not going to come to your business if you employ this kind of guy. And then they see the guy get fired because a community responded. Yeah. It makes a big difference. And it's sad. It's sad that it takes like everyone on the internet to get, some movement on what we expect the police to do. But like, those are, I think, honestly, the real heroes are all the people who feel inspired enough and finally go like, this is a way we can get accountability. This is a way, we don't have to live. We don't have to empower this idea that people could do whatever the fuck they want, especially to people who are Middle Eastern or Mexican like yourself and who are being like taken advantage of. Yeah.
And it's like, it's crazy because it's like, let's say you can do whatever you want, right? Let's say America was supposed to be, you could do whatever you want. Why is what you want to be racist or to be evil or to be fucked up? Like if you have the freedom to do anything in the world and you're not empowered or influenced to do something good, you're just like, what I want to do is call somebody a bad word. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? idiot. No, I'm just no, but yeah, I think it's amazing. And it's so funny how like we've communicated through the internet, but like today's the first day we're meeting.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you guys get to just watch like me just be awkward about like meeting someone who I think is really cool. I'm like, you're fucking cool, dude. And then we're just like chilling.
No, I don't meet people. I don't ever meet people. I wouldn't want to put them in danger. Sorry. I wouldn't.
You're like, you've been compromised. Like,
no. I just don't meet people. I don't go to events. I just don't do this. Honestly, it's because I got 2 kids and they take up a majority of my time. So this is the rare occurrence I actually do. Like I've done one other podcast, I think. And that's it. Like that's it.
That's dope. Well, thank you so much for showing up.
I'm honestly happy.
We're here.
Thank you. Thank you to the studio audience. No, you inspire me too though. And you inspire a lot of people through your music, through your, using your platform to still, it's not just your music too. You're still on your platforms using your, millions of followers that you have to raise awareness about things that are important too. I mean, you're doing that as well. And anybody, even if you've got these like small accounts out there, then you're sharing things or you're being the one who contacts people or, tagging me even, it's all part of like, if we have no interest in this, I got nothing.
Yeah.
If Trump had not have won, let's say, I may have had less to do, which is fine. I don't
like, we kind of want there to be less drama, but there's a bunch of fucking drama because these motherfuckers are emboldened. They think they're so powerful. I remember as soon as Trump won and we went out, you remember that fucking white guy? Like he starts yelling the N-word at us with a hard R and we're just out at a fucking like nice place, by the way. Like not everybody just gets to go there and we're there. And I'm like, even in a place like this, we're made to feel uncomfortable. And they're like, don't worry, we'll kick him out. And they didn't kick him out. He was still there by the time we left because we were uncomfortable. He was still there. And I'm like, that's the behavior that is getting kind of emboldened right now. And these motherfuckers are really feeling like tough shit.
I also feel like now that like people are getting called out for their stuff, like you also not only are you calling these people out, but also like their friends that are like, oh, they just do it when they're drunk. It's okay. Like they just apologize for their behavior because he had friends around him and he's like, oh, he's drunk. Like, so I'm supposed to be okay with the fact that he's harassing us just because he's drunk.
Yeah.
I think that's just...
Yeah.
You're right. That's something you constantly see is people stand up for the behavior in just a passive way of not wanting to like cause an issue or cause a problem. They'll be like, oh, no, you don't really mean it. Or he's drunk or like, and but we don't all do that when we're drunk. We don't all become racist when our inhibitions are down. We don't like, I may or may not be drinking right now. And I'm like, I'm not jumping to racism.
Right.
And like, it's not something that I, pound my chest and go freedom of speech when it comes to racism. Like it's not a thing that's important to me. But to a lot of these people, and the reason is not just because they want to clear their friend, is because they may, they're friends with them because they're okay with it. And they don't want to think that they're also racist too. They don't want to do some inward soul searching and maybe, stop their behavior. But when they see that video and when they see somebody like, because honestly, people say like, I brought the accountability or someone else said, no, their behavior is antisocial. Like you're doing something that people in society are not going to be into, right? Like being racist. Well, you just like carved out a group of people that you're not going to associate with, that don't want to associate with you. You did that. That's antisocial behavior. That's not me, doing something to you by calling it out. That's me raising awareness for everyone else that you've got a bias and that could be dangerous for us. So yeah, and to touch on that is what you were saying too, is like when we have these videos and they see like, for example, I did one recently about this guy who just was being super creepy about trying to get this girl's information. Just go away, get the fuck away from me. I want nothing to do with you. But he wouldn't stop. And he kept persisting. And then so we called that out. And then other guys who watched that, who may have thought that was okay. Hey, maybe he's just like, you get 1,000 no's, you just need that one yes. And they don't see that as like, you're pressuring someone literally into exhaustion. But to see that that's wrong. To see that from a third person point of view, it should be more of a sigh of relief for them that we didn't catch them doing that and that they should drop that behavior as well.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thank you, because we definitely need, I think there's a lot of times where it's like as a woman, at least for me, right? And I only have the opinion, the point of view as a woman, but as a woman doing some of this, like speaking up or whatever, they're just like, oh, you're just being a bitch, or like, you're just lesbian, you don't like guys or whatever. So it's like, it is always also cool, at least for women, to feel safer that like men are calling out other men, because there's always people always make excuses for why people are a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Literally in New York, we were just in New York and we were hanging out all day. I'm not gonna say too many details because I don't want to piss your friend. Your not your friend because I wasn't your friend, but your cousin, who's friend. Oh, I just said all the details. Oh damn, that was crazy. I got a big ass mouth. Now you see why I'm nervous. Okay, so anyway. We're hanging out, everybody's chilling or whatever, and then all of a sudden, you know, something goes wrong in the night, and Shorty want to say some wild words that, like, we don't agree with. So now we're just sitting here like, what the fuck? Like, you know, so even though it could have been, oh, we don't like this, we're going to all go together, that was my exit of the night. That was my, no, you're going that way, and we're going this way, because I didn't know how this goes, but we're not doing this.
Yeah.
And I think it's also important for people to make those people uncomfortable. Make people realize that's the line that was drawn in the sand. You know what I mean? Like the moment that you're saying some wild shit, I don't give a fuck if it's your brother. I don't care if it's your uncle. I don't care if it's your boyfriend. I don't care whatever. Like you have to hold people accountable and you have to tell them that's not okay behavior. Like you're going through the world being shitty. Because I don't know if y'all saw what's the Idiocracy. But we are very well on our freaking way.
We're there
already. We're past that.
We're there already.
No, but like down to the mountains of trash and the people just grunting.
This is like, you know, like Laguna Beach, the real Orange County. We're at Idiocracy.
Yeah.
The real part 2. Like,
yeah.
This is we're there.
And it's such an easy thing to do. Like it would, if you care about a person, let's say it's your family member or a really good friend, and they're out there saying ignorant shit, like help them out by saying, don't say that shit. Because you as their friend, even though it might make it awkward for that moment, you as their friend saying that will mean more. And then like they're less likely to say it again and get their asses kicked. Like, don't you want to save your friend from like losing their job, getting their ass kicked? Then say something, you know, like speak up at that time. Like, hey dad, you're not stuck in your ways. You're a fucking racist. You got to stop. Like,
yeah, it's so uncomfortable. Like it's like, and also it's like it's just uncomfortable. Like why would you want to prolong that? Like if you know that somebody talks like that when they're drunk, like I don't want to go out with you when you're drunk ever again. 1, 2, like you really should change how you think. And if you think like that, you're probably putting me in danger in other fucking situations. But
true, that's another thing too. By associating with them now, now you bear some responsibility.
Yeah,
and it's like your friend, like they like if you're associated with them, then they're gonna think you think the same way. Right. So it's like, oh, we're not gonna hang out with this person because she hangs out with her and she's
and like the bad bitches, like the real bad bitches. Even if let's say that this is the only thing that persuades you, my boy, like, and I'm saying my boy because most of y'all motherfuckers are like that, but the real baddies, they don't want you to act an ass like that. They don't want you to be like scared. You scaring the hoes, bro. Like, sorry, I'm saying that, not you. Like. Every time that I see people acting an ass or when they start talking like that, like, oh, well, these fucking, and these bitches and these gays and whatever, it's like, nobody cool wants to hang out with you, dude. Like, you're literally annoying when you get drunk. You have a problem with everything. All you want to do is hang out with the bros. Like, you know, the real sauce and the real talent and the real sazon and the real dancing and the real everything is in culture. And you're scared of people that have culture. You just want to hang out in the same little fucking groups and not fucking go out there and coexist with other people. That's where the magic happens, I think, is culture. Yeah. Speaking of culture, tell us about your culture.
I'm Persian.
Period.
I'm Persian, yeah. And one way I like to seduce people into our culture, people who are like, because people sometimes they'll go, you know, I say Iranian and they go like, I'm like, fuck you.
Right, period. Fuck you.
No, yeah, one way I introduce them to it, the easiest way is food. We've got such good fucking food. Our food is so good.
Oh yeah.
And it's always a way to ease people in. Like you serve them like kebab, rice, whatever. They immediately open up. Like, all right, tell me about your ways. You got me.
Nice.
I think food is really, really a great unifier in that. But speaking of that, I oftentimes when I tell people I'm Persian, and they may not have a knowledge of the culture, whatever, which is fine. That is the one thing I get. It is like, your food is good. I'm like, oh, well, thank you. We could work from that. We got a place we could work from.
Yeah.
But
as a Mexican, trust me. I mean, that's how I feel. I'm like, you like tequila, you like tacos. Like, tell me where we can start.
Do you feel? What I was going to get to actually, I wanted to ask you this. Do you feel like you're constantly having to prove yourself? That like I don't know. Maybe you're not doing it so much now. Maybe you are. But like, do you feel like you got to prove yourself that you're still like, hey, I'm one of the good ones, and I'm not like. Because I get trapped in that. Like those racist ideas where I'm like, not saying that I'm being racist, but that other racists put on me, where I have to like not be too angry because I'll be the scary Middle Eastern guy.
Yeah.
So I got to be nice and friendly and laughing towards everyone, even if I'm really mad, because they're going to take it another way because they're racist.
Absolutely. I'm the girl that looks like a bitch all the time. Like, people are just like, why are you mad? Why are you this? Why are you that? Because they can't, or like, why are you talking so aggressively? This is how I talk. Like, this is like, I don't know, I'm loud, like culture wise, like, you know, I constantly have to check myself and be like, where am I at? What am I doing? Whatever. I'm not going to just like appease everybody. Like, there's some times where I'm like, I don't have the fucking time to like put on some, you know, whatever. But at the same time, yeah, you know, sometimes in business it's affected me. In the music industry it's affected me. There's times when, you know, they want a stereotypical version of the Latina that I could be, when I'm sitting here being like, this is not that time. This is raw emotion time. This is not me trying to be, you know. So it is so hard to like conform to like what people want from you, at the same time checking certain stereotypes, like, and making sure you're not, but also sometimes like apply. So you're like, I don't know. Like, now I'm trying to I don't know. It's fucking, they're gaslighting me into not being the full version of my awesomeness I can be.
I hear you.
You know?
Yeah.
How about you? Like, you're allowed to, like, if you want to fucking be pissed off, that don't have nothing to do with your race. Somebody pissed you off. Who pissed off? Who pissed them off? Which one of y'all did it?
I genuinely, I think it's like hardwired into me now. Like, my immediate reaction to anger is laughing.
Yeah.
I think that's just like something that just like hardwired into me now. Like, that's how I get angry. I start laughing. I have blown up like maybe once or twice, but that was probably in like deposition and stuff for my court case. But
well, damn. But I wasn't gonna bring it up, but you did. No, I was joking.
But as far as that goes, like that it does affect me. Like, I don't code switch. Like, this is how I talk.
Yeah. This
is just how I talk. And it's like I think after 9/11, like it got a little scary. Like, it got a little scary for me and my family. I saw what my family did was, the first thing they did was put American flags all around our house. They got stickers of American flags, put on our garages, they put on the back of our car. They were terrified. Yeah. They were terrified. And so then that kind of like, you know, they try not to make it seem like they were terrified, but I could tell. But like, we lived in a totally very white community. We lived in Irvine at the time. Okay. So it's a very white, rich community.
Not Irvine. Sorry, Irvine, but Irvine was racist to us on the soccer field. Like, when I was a little kid, bro. When I was a little kid, they were like throwing green cards and shit. They were fucking being crazy. And at that time, I didn't even know that was that big of a deal. Like, I don't know. Anyway.
No. So
I feel you.
You're right. Yeah, no.
So I understand you.
Yeah, but I constantly felt like we just had to be like, hey, we're cool. Everything about us is good. And then,
like, we're on the up and up, guys. Like, that's fucking, man, I'm gonna go. Yo, who's here from Irvine?
Well, that's why after I was like, you know, after I became an adult, that I was like, I'm not putting up with that shit. There's a lot of shit I watch my parents put up with. Maybe you've seen that too. You watch your parents put up with that you're like, that's not okay. Yeah. Or like, people make fun of them to their face, and because they don't know English as well. Like, my parents don't speak, they don't see it. Yeah. You ever have that happen?
Yes, absolutely.
I fucking witnessed that happen so many times with my parents. I'm like, no, that's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how you get an us. How you get the people who do give a fuck, how you get the people who take it further, is because yes, of course, like, I've seen my mom get embarrassed. I've seen my dad, you know, go through really fucked up shit. Like, I saw it, and they were scared that they would get kicked out of the country, so they're not trying to do too much. But I'm like, man, fuck y'all. I was born here. Like, what are we talking about? Yeah. So, you know, it does create that, and sometimes it does create that divide, at least in the Mexican community, I feel, that it creates a divide because there are also kids of immigrants that made them more scared. I know people who just assimilated and wanted nothing to do with the culture, just because of what they saw their parents go through. And I saw some of us that we saw our parents go through that shit, and it made us fucking fighters. Yeah. So then it becomes this thing where it's like, we are the same identity. We are first generation, and we are the same, you know, but we're very different. We're like on opposing sides. Because that is very polarizing. That watching your parents go through something traumatic can either cause you to just get scared and just like assimilate and like, I just want to be this. Don't see me different. Or it can make you be like, fuck that shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not going to treat people like that. And then now you have some infighting within our generation of like first generation. You have like, especially right now with immigration. I mean, you have Mexican Americans that'll be like, my parents are from Mexico and I'm a Trump supporter. And I'm like, that doesn't mean that you're like me. You just happen to have the same kind of like situation going on, but you are stupid. You're an idiot. I'm also an idiot, but in a different way.
Yeah. we could be humble, but at the same time, we know when we're right.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of Iranians who are Trump supporters. So there's a big. I'm not saying like every Iranian is, but there's a big portion of my community that is, and it's really upsetting because like we get Muslim banned, we get like we get called like they're terrorists. They say they're sleeper cell bullshit, but they throw in every now and then. They'll throw in, the people are different than the government, and they'll eat that up, and they'll go, oh, don't worry, they're not talking about us. I'm like, they don't differentiate. Like, they don't give a shit. Yeah. Why don't you realize that? They're just trying to demonize you. And once you buy into that, one of us goes, that's valid what you're saying, they will hold that forever. They will say, the same way people say, like, oh, I got a black friend, I'm not racist. Well, maybe there was one guy who gave him a pass on things, and now because of that, they're just, going crazy with it. But that doesn't mean the rest of the black community agrees with that. Yeah. And it's the same kind of thing where they will go and say, well, this one Iranian I met, he said, yeah, these people kind of are terrorists. And so now, I'm going around calling all them terrorists because it's okay. Yeah. It just hurts. It hurts us so much because they think for a moment they're going to pass as white.
Yeah, because it's very pick me. Like in our, in all of our communities, and that's one thing that we can say. If we come from cultures that like we're first generation and we really watch the reality of like our people. Sometimes they're pick me. We were all raised to some sort of like the white, white people, like what, I don't know. And by the way, no hate towards y'all. Like I know that the white people that watch me, obviously y'all hear me talk shit all the time, but it doesn't have to be that. You feel me? Like growing up, my mom, my family will be like, one day you'll marry a white man with blue eyes and he'll be tall and you'll have white children and you'll be accepted. And it's like, what the fuck? First of all, I ended up now being fucking gay and I don't want those, right? Like now, like going through, trying to figure out this whole IVF thing. Now you go through the thing and it's like a bunch of white donors and you're like, that's not even what I'm like. I just want my kid to look like me. Like, why can't I, So at the same time, bro, like there's a lot of our parents and grandparents and like a lot of this ideas that were passed down of somehow this superiority and wanting to be chosen. I don't want to be chosen by Trump. I don't want to be picked by Trump. I'm glad I've never been near the man. I don't want to be near JD Vance or his eyeliner. I don't want to be near Steven, whatever, the bald guy from Santa Monica that I don't know what Latina hurt his fucking heart or who stopped his bullying. I don't want to be near none of them. Stephen Miller said, oh, if we can have a certain amount of people and they all look like him, I don't think even guys want to look like you. You're bald.
He was balding at like 20, wasn't he?
Right. They would all look like him. My brother does not want to be balding.
But like, no thanks. I would like to keep my hair.
If I ask my son right now, my 15-year-old son, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna show him a picture. I'm gonna be like, do you want to look like this guy? He's gonna be like, absolutely not.
Oh my God.
This is the guy?
What is up?
Look at the fake hair. No, go back to that like Vegeta widow speech.
Vegeta is
that shit is fake. And if you zoom in on it, you can see. Because it's there sometimes, it's not. That's not a natural.
I'm dead.
Zoom in on that. Look at that shit.
What
it's like
made him think that was a good hairline? Like, you know what I'm gonna
vagina.
Do? Check this shit out.
Those are like fibers, like top, like
they did the
topic.
blue?
The spray?
So. I used to work for one of these companies that did those like pepper shaking things. Dude, it was so sad. I'm like, people buy this, and no offense to anyone who uses it, don't use it. Just stop using it.
Stop using it.
Don't use it. Yeah.
Oh, does it come off? Like, well, yeah. You're on a date.
Yeah, it's like you ever play that little kick this? You ever play that children's game? That little thing you'll get at the 99-cent store, maybe that has a guy's face and then like hair you could put on his mustache and move it up to his head. You know, with a magnet. You know what I'm talking about? It's like that same material. It's made of the same. It just kind of sticks together. It's not magnet, but it kind of just like sticks together. And then like if you touch it, it'll just like get on everything.
Ew.
It'll be like black or whatever color you chose.
Oh my God.
I'm not kidding. And
you
like,
used to work for that?
Oh, I did like customer service.
Oh.
So it was sad. Like a lot of people call in and be like, "This doesn't work." I'm like, I don't know. I don't. And I actually got fired from the job.
You did? Because you told someone not to buy it?
No, actually.
Like, listen, bro, just stop.
So it had nothing to do with the job. I ended up, my boss needed to mail candles, flameless candles, back to the place she bought it. Sorry, this is such a tangent right now. And so she gave me the address, she gave me the place, gave me her address. she lived down the street from it, so I mixed up the address. It both of them said 10th Street, so I sent it back to her house.
I'm dead.
I got fired for that.
I mean, hey, not gonna lie, I would have fired. No, I was joking.
I couldn't defend it. I was like, well, like you had the same address, like, so you didn't check.
You're like, you couldn't fucking walk down the street. God damn it.
That came out of my mouth. It shouldn't have come out of my mouth, but that came out of my mouth too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blessing. You didn't have to keep on fucking up people's time because honestly, it would have been the Lord's work for you to tell them to stop wasting time like that.
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm telling them now, don't do that stuff. You look like Stephen Miller.
Right.
And speaking,
Stephen Miller.
It's a good thing though that we had those moments. I wanted to respond to something you said earlier. It's a good thing we had those moments of like, fuck that, and then decided to go forward with however we want to push back on that. For me, it was a series of like not just failures, but like everything going wrong in my life, and everything going wrong, people around me, the good people around me. And then I see this asshole, Donald Trump, become president. And I'm looking at the TV, and this was the first time he won. I'm looking at TV and I go, why does this guy get everything handed to him? This guy who's like genuinely a bad person. Yeah. Like in every sense of the word, genuinely a bad person. It was when he first won. So all we knew about him at this point, which was enough for me, is that he bragged about going into girls' dressing rooms.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Into underage girls' dressing rooms. This is before he confirmed he was on Epstein's list.
Miss Universe thing? The Miss
Universe
thing. Find that quote so we can read it book by word by word because, yes, you're right.
Yeah, he did that. He said that, which is, he's done so much shit we forget. But, and my son was born at the same time. I'm looking over my son and I look over this and like, this is the guy he's looking up to. Like, and not to say that we look up to presidents, but like, this is the leader of our country during this time. That, and then losing my father at the same time, and it just had this like moment of like, fuck bad people always getting what they want. Yeah. And the first person I called out was I was just frustrated. I was just so mad, and I was like, no, like I'm not gonna. And it was child abuse, so I unleashed. Yeah. And that was my first like big viral video when I found them and called them out. And,
and with stuff like that, like, do you ever check later, like way later, like what they're up to? Have you ever gotten like nosy and just been like, all right, so someone I called out however long ago, like what they up to now?
People ask about that, but like I'm also trying to avoid like people. Yeah, because people are gonna make false claims. They're gonna say this guy doxed me, this guy's stalking me, this guy's harassing me, and like I'm not. I'm doing what I'm doing regardless of what they say, and I'm raising awareness. I'm trying to identify an attacker, whatever it might be. But if I am doing multiple videos on them, like following up, like I could do a follow-up on a story, but if I'm catching up with them a year later, yeah, they're going to say this guy's stalking me.
Right.
Is there any stories that you've covered that you kind of like regret, like, damn, I shouldn't have, or like you got a lot of backlash for you, just like,
there's some I got backlash for, but not necessarily that I regret. There's because I personally don't think it's wrong. And there comes to a certain point where it's like, whose morals are we doing this off of? And the nice thing is that, like I said, I don't exist without a community. So if I'm doing something and most people don't agree, or maybe I'm getting a lot of pushback from it, we're able to like dive into that. I could go like, all right, guys, let's sit down and I could explain to you why you're wrong. Or somebody will try to say, no, it's this or that, and I'll disagree. The biggest one I got pushback for was it was one called City Bike Karen. It was a woman who was she was a nurse New York hospital, and she wanted to take a electric bike, electronic bike, and a couple of these black kids were already using it, and the race is important for the story, and they were already using it, and so she wanted to get it because she reserved it while they were hanging out by it, and again, I said in the video, this is not the issue. The issue is that she got physical with one of them, pushed them away, and then started screaming, help, 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 I'm pregnant, help. And she was not in danger.
Was she pregnant?
She was, apparently, she was pregnant, but there was no need to put those boys' lives in danger like that. And that was my focus of the entire video. I said, I don't fucking care whose bike it is. Right. She didn't need help. She was literally assaulting them. They're minors. So this is open and shut, and they go, well, she was pregnant. I'm like, right, but like it's a
bike, just
and she wasn't in danger is the issue. Like she was yelling help when she didn't need to about these black kids, and she's a white woman. That puts them in a specific type of danger. That's not okay. And I got pushback from white supremacists on that. So like, do I care about their opinion? Not really. I'm not like, I'm not really going to pull back. It just became, luckily other creators, Tiziant, which is like twice his platform's twice the size of mine. He was also going at it. Another journalist, goes by Journalista on social media. She was also going at them. And the three of us were constantly posting about it and constantly pushing back. But we had so many racist threats coming towards us because it was white supremacists.
Yeah.
Towards me, towards Journalista as a black woman. So she was getting it really bad too. And there was a lot we had to endure simply because they hired a lawyer, this nurse hired a lawyer, and he went on like, I think it was OAN or something that equivalent, you know, something that's like far right, not even close, remotely close to what's considered news, just like an entire network where people just suck Trump's dick on TV, just gargle it, and like, you know, that's their mission statement. Don't
That's
look
what
at.
they're doing, right?
So yeah,
That's their mission
White
statement.
supremacists should on their backs, on their
massage
shirt,
Trump's
just-
prostate and everything. So that's their whole platform.
and his cankles, and his
But
cankles.
it's
And
crazy. It's crazy.
Play with his feet a little. Yeah.
It's crazy how it's like, if you think about it, it's very much repeating history because Central Park 5, like that is exactly how, you know, they got blamed for something they didn't do. And then it only takes one white person, which, let's be real, it was Trump, that said that those kids were the ones that killed the woman, that they were guilty or whatever. And that swayed a lot of public opinion on the Central Park 5.
Exactly.
And Central Park 5, of course, that took place in New York.
In New York. And it's like, have we not
literally
learned
the
anything?
same
Like, that's
fucking thing.
insane.
That's the thing. That's the thing. I think we learn from it, and they learn like tactics. You know,
Right. But like, okay, so they're going to do this next time, so we're going to do this.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's yeah, you're right. It like keeps on fucking repeating itself. And also sometimes, and that's what I'll say it for myself. I don't want to speak for him at all. But sometimes some white people get in front of some of these movements and social justice movements and anything, whatever representation we may need. There is sometimes people that get in front of it, and they need to just understand that sometimes when people of color are giving you a bit of perspective, just understand that maybe we're coming from a different place, because the same way that you said, okay, she was pregnant, she's a white lady, she reserved it, but you're putting these kids in danger because you need to understand that if you're saying help, and there's a group of kids that happen to be black there, and you're putting them in fucking danger. You know, it's like we had that conversation with Baby Drew, and I think y'all talked about something about cars, and then he was like, oh yeah, well, you know, she told me that like if somebody's broken down on the side of the road, something, right? And I was like, well, you're a person of color and she is a white woman, so you're not stopping on the side of the road. You're calling somebody and you're having them stop, but you are not stopping on the side of the road to help any fucking body, because my kid's 15. And I'm just like, as a brown man that, you know, at that point will be driving or something, and something happens, I don't know that you want to be caught up in the middle of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot easier to defend if you're, you know, so maybe give them a phone call. So sometimes it is that perspective of just like, just listen to someone of color to tell you. It might
But I
be
mean, she
dangerous.
knew what she was doing.
Yes.
She called out help, knowing that, because let's be real, if there were white kids, then she wasn't gonna call help. She's just gonna be like, oh, these kids or whatever.
Yeah, boys will be boys.
But since the kids, they were black kids, she can be like, I know what's gonna get them. If I yell help, I'm a defenseless white woman. Let me call.
And the news like said that there were 5 men. They didn't say there were 5 boys, even though they were kids. They
always do.
Yeah,
they always do. They're never boys.
They do.
Yeah.
But when a white kid does something, oh, this 15-year-old boy from high school, blah blah. But you never describe if something happens to a black kid or a Hispanic kid, they're like a 15-year-old Hispanic man. I'm like, excuse me, that's a boy.
Right.
Well, what's really beautiful about, I mean, in a dark kind of way, I guess the bright side of what I do is that because there are so many different cultures that, you know, that'll reach out to me. I rarely stand up for my own culture, not because I'm not trying to, but because there's so much help that's needed to go around. I get a chance, an opportunity to learn about like some of those intricacies and sensitivities and stuff that certain races face. Whether it's the black community or whether it's like, for example, I had one where a Mexican woman was telling another Mexican woman to go back to your country and that I'm going to, in Spanish, and saying that this is my country, not yours. Called him, the wet slur. And so when I went to cover, I was like, am I allowed to cover this? A. B, is this the same because they're the same race? Is this the same level? And I had people reach out saying, yeah, no, this is something that our community, treat it like anything else. Yeah. Treat it like it was a white person doing it. They've already soaked themselves in white culture. Like that, it's amazing she's speaking Spanish at this point. And so I was like, all right, if I've got the go ahead, let's go for it. And if I make a mistake too, like I gotta pull that back. But I try to show that too. I try to show that humbleness of like, hey, I got this wrong. I'm sorry about that. And that wasn't that hard.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's wait, on that? You got something wrong?
No. Okay. I'm saying in specific, like when I do make a mistake too, like I try to also be like, hey, I made a mistake. Sorry, and I learned from that in that way.
Yeah, you say something and then you move on. Because that's also what's cool. It's like the accountability is what really, at the end of the day, people love to say, somebody just said, why are Latinos so nonchalant about this situation? What's going on?
Oh, I think you mean about in general immigration and everything. They're asking why some people. There's some. No culture is a monolith. If I'm answering you correctly, no culture is a monolith, and you're unfortunately going to get people who are not going to speak up when their own people are being harmed. Like I'm Persian, and I saw Iranians literally celebrating that Israel was bombing them. They're like, they're going to get bomb us to freedom. I'm like, I don't even know how to.
That's insane.
Right, and I don't know how to like.
Bomb us to freedom is a.
The thing is about Iranians specifically is that they feel so like oppressed by their government. They're willing to die with them. It's more of not that they're like, yeah, they're going to save us. They're like, great, they'll blow up the bad guys and we'll just die too. And that's unfortunately a sacrifice a lot of them are willing to make, but not all of them. So like, so there's a lot of us who are like, no, you don't need to do that. I don't want you to die. Like the whole point is to help you. But that is we all face our own issues. Yeah.
No, I mean, and that's something that I'm seeing in Mexico too. And it's so crazy because sometimes people will act like I'm being dramatic when I'm saying certain things, right? And I just say, I don't like when somebody like Elon Musk mentions now we can airstrike them when they're saying that the CTEL is a terrorist, whatever. And then that certain things are weapons of mass destruction, because I'm like, you're now talking about Mexico in the way that you talk about country, like everywhere else. And there's Mexicans in Mexico, and there's MAGA in Mexico, and there's people in Mexico saying, yeah, the U.S. is going to come help us. And I'm like, when the fuck have they ever came through and helped somewhere and they're better after the U.S. shows up?
Right.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's never like that.
But there's never that perspective because to Mexico, the Middle East is so far that for some fucking which is crazy because we have like everybody, like Mexico is also a melting pot. So it's crazy that they think like that. But it's like, you have to put it in perspective and be like, okay, let's hope that in your pueblo, wherever you're at, that isn't where somebody is. And instead of, they don't come in with a scalpel and fucking find one person. They're just gonna fuck that shit up. So your abuelo, your abuela, your fucking cousins, your sisters, your brothers, everybody's going with it. And they're gonna be like, and if they fuck up, they're gonna be like, oops, sorry, we got the wrong spot. Now we're gonna bomb over here. And if they get the right spot, they're still fucking shit up and they're still destabilizing. And it's so weird that people, like you said, will literally be like, yay, please come, US. Do it. Like, when have they ever done anything that has improved anything?
Yeah, and then they go, well, then why does everyone want to come here? You just blew up their country. Where are they going to go? You should at least take them in.
Bare minimum.
Right. That's that. And from our perspective, especially like post 9/11, and seeing the nonstop destruction, I think a lot of people can't really like fathom it. And I think what Israel Palestine provided us was like a look at what that looks like. And I'm not discounting what's happening there. What I'm saying is that when we had the Iraq war, Afghanistan war back in early 2000s, that was also just as like, if we had that today, you would be seeing the same exact videos that you're seeing come out of Gaza. You would have been seeing those kind of videos because they were drone striking the shit out of those places. They weren't being accurate. They were killing so many innocent people.
Yeah.
And we don't really bear the weight of that guilt properly because the way that we are now doing more, which is good that we're doing that now about things like Gaza, genocides like Gaza, but in like what we're doing now and what we have the potential to do other countries, I don't think people realize the gravity. Like, there's not always been a nice cell phone around to capture what we've actually done. But what happened in Iraq and Afghanistan was horrifying. And when they go around saying, oh, MS-13, we're labeling them a terrorist organization, like from one brown part of the world to another, that means they're going to invade you. Right. That's the only reason they say that shit. Right. They could have done that a long time. Why didn't they say that, Proud Boys are a terrorist organization or anything else? Like, they went for MS-13 for a reason.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying about in Mexico. Like the moment that they start saying the T word and they start doing all these different things, you start being like, guys, listen, you don't want that. And I'm talking about, like, I'll be in cities like where there's some of the people that maybe are they criticize the Mexican government, and they immediately somehow think that the U.S. government coming through and helping something is gonna make anything better. And I'm just like,
I think it just goes back to that ideology of like white acceptance. It's been spread throughout Latin America, everywhere in the world, that USA is so white centralized. Yeah. That they just think that if the US comes, we're finally going to be accepted by the white people. Yeah. Because they're held in such a standard that, and anywher. I mean,
well, we could all see that they get the most resources. They get all the land. They get everything. And like, some people get intoxicated by that proximity to it, because it's maybe better than what I had before, or maybe I don't want to go back to what I had. And I know for a lot of Iranians, they don't want to go back. It was very hard to get here. They don't want to ruffle feathers. They keep their heads down. In fact, a lot of Asian countries, you'll see that too, including from Iran, India, all the way to Eastern Asia. They keep their head down and just follow the law. Even if someone commits a crime against them, they'll likely not report it. And I've had that issue I'm not. One of the rules that I have when I help people out is if they could press charges against somebody for what happened, I hope that they do. Otherwise, I'm just harassing someone. Right. like if I'm going at this person hard on your behalf and you don't plan on pressing charges, that's going to make shit real awkward. Yeah. But then you have a lot of people, especially immigrants from Asia, and I'm talking again from Middle East all the way across East Asia. They don't want to bring that extra attention. And I've had to do so many stories where they didn't want to press charges because they didn't want to put their name down, but they also didn't want to go to the news because they didn't want their faces out there. So they had to just say that we're okay to the news to just put on this video as long as Danish is going to take full ownership of this. And I'm like, all right, I'm glad I could help you. I kind of wanted some support, but I get it. They got more to lose. To an extent, I get it. They're afraid. They don't know the laws here. They may or may not know the laws. Those specifically, they did not. And they don't want to be mistreated. And I try to educate them and stuff, but again, I can't force someone to do something.
Yeah. That's what it's like to be a fucking woman too. There's so many times, how many times do you see your friend suffering or something's going on and you're more mad for them than they are, and then they don't press charges about anything, and then you're just sitting there like, oh my God, what the hell? Yeah. You have to go through it racially, gender, our fucking LGBTQIA plus.
As a woman, you're afraid of, I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that they're gonna, you get them in trouble, they're gonna come back and do it again, or do something worse.
Yeah, so it's just what the fuck? So it's easy to get exhausted. It's easy to get that fatigue over everything. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think if your heart's in the right place, and you were saying that, I think earlier, we do this type of stuff because we want to, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's the right thing to do. I have a platform, and because I have a platform, I use it because I want to, because I don't want the bad guys to win, because it pisses me off to see bad guys win. That's it. It's not for any other fucking reason. I do feel, and I even was asking him for tips. I'm like, how do you protect yourself when you're out there exposing yourself so much and putting a bigger target on yourself? Every single time you call out the bad guys, you get a bigger target on you. But it's how do you make sure that you're good? And it's you kind of can't, you can do as best as you can. Is that what you do? Generally I did give you that very plain advice, because unfortunately there's no answer to that. I mean, if I knew, I get people who stalk me. I get people who threaten me. I'll be honest, I probably get less threats than the average person. And that's likely because when someone does make especially a racist threat towards me, I have this kind of ongoing series where I do a Google Maps from outer space right to their house. And then I show myself, I do a green screen image of me walking out their front door. Oh my God. And that's fire.
And then suddenly they stop threatening me. It's just like when people are accountable for the things that they say, they're less likely to say them. One guy I had to locate he was on vacation. He was on a business trip in Japan. And I found him by finding his Facebook and finding a picture he took out of his window to say, oh, it's beautiful here. And I'm at a hotel or whatever. So I found the hotel and I went up to like each hotel room, trying to match from the window on Google Earth, trying to match the view.
That's
and I'm like, that
fire.
height from this looks like this. You'll catch this. And so then I sent him back the hotel he's at and circled the window.
Oh my God.
So
That's fire as fuck.
I guess the answer is be scarier. Show them that you could be way scarier than them, and then they go, "Oh, I didn't invest in this," and like I didn't need my platform for that. I didn't need 2 million people for that. That was just me. And
I
so
love
then
that.
they'll
That's
back
crazy.
off. Yeah.
We
Look
gotta
at the
hit him
glow.
up next
Look at
time.
the glimmer in my eye. I'm like, I'm about to become a superhuman, bro.
And the thing is, too, I didn't even know I could do this. I've never taken any sort of computer class, or I don't hack. I don't know how to do computer programming. Nothing at all. I was a comedian for 13 years. No other
Period.
experience. Yeah, no other experience. I found the first person I found. It went viral, and then people started tagging me like, "Can you find this person?" I'm like, "Well, sure, can't you?" And I do it, and they're like, "Help me with this one, help me with this one." And I'm like, "Oh shit, can people not do this?" Or I mean, because I thought like most ex-girlfriends could do this. Like this is a
Most
standard-
women, he's not trying to be problematic. I'll say it. You know you wish to do it.
This is a standard skill.
I know my girl could do it.
Usually men don't have this skill.
I know
so-
if I posted a story, if I was to take a trip on my own and I posted something, I know she's gonna find out where I'm at.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I was like, oh, well, I'm less likely to be. Yeah, but like as a woman, if you do this, you face the danger of men threatening you, like more often than a
Yeah.
man would.
Yeah.
I think that I have a advantage as a man, and that I have a responsibility to use that advantage, especially when it comes to standing up for women, because
Yeah.
I'm less likely going to get somebody. Like I'm not like. I don't really get much pushback when I stand up for women, so I should do it more often because
Yeah.
women do get pushback. Like I've got a beard, a deep voice. I pass their version of masculinity better than they do, so it's not like they're gonna like.
Yeah.
And plus, like I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't take like gay as an insult. It's
Yeah.
it's not a pejorative or an insult to me, so I don't really care.
Yeah.
But I think
TikTok does take it as an insult.
yeah, TikTok.
No, it's
Somebody called me a
crazy.
lesbian. I called him a gay, and now I'm banned for 10 days off my live stream. Like that's crazy,
That is ridiculous.
right? TikTok. I thought nothing was wrong with being gay.
They call like Instagram will ding you for saying the word racist, like writing it out in a comment.
Yeah, man. Most of the time, honestly, somebody told me I was trash. Wait, I need to get off.
You're gonna get banned from this.
Right, I'm like, I just say all the words. I'm like, so I was saying no. TikTok, if you don't know, we're live right now on YouTube. I just wanted to. This is my backup page, so I know I'm not like, God damn it,
Should I put on
TikTok.
my
I'm
live?
dead.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
popping on your main fucking page.
Am I?
Yeah. Where do we
Hey,
do we have a little tripod or something?
They're gonna
for
be
it?
like, I can put it right here. They'll be like, can I do this right here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Does it? Wait, can you get
Oh, the little thing.
or esta madre?
Oh, there's one here, but it's a tall
but
one.
it's really tall if you put it on the floor. and just
Oh, put it on the floor and just lift it.
Yeah.
Just lift the bottom one and the top thing. There you go.
But-
Boom. It's
but
got a
that-
magnet.
But don't block his face though.
Oh, does he have a MagSafe?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh, there's an Android.
no, I don't.
Oh, well then just
Wait,
move
yes, I
it.
do. On this. There's a magnet, right? Yeah, I do.
Boom. Yeah, he does.
But
Oh yeah, Jello can find anyone too. So
Oh yeah.
wait, so you must be. Have you played GeoGuessr?
No, I play Pokemon Go, but that's not the same.
No. GeoGuessr is like it uses Google Maps or whatever, and it
Yeah.
just randomly places you,
I want to play that. I want to play that on Twitch.
and you guess, where you
I
are
want to
based
practice.
Interesting.
So let me give you guys all right, I'll give you guys a tip. Never before given a tip. Anything.
Yes.
He's like, this is an
Exclusive
exclusive.
tip,
This
please.
is what I did one time. So this is good. I wanted to get snow in too, but
Ooh.
it's okay. We'll do that.
We're here.
I'll tell you what I did one time. I was on a family trip, and I didn't want any stalkers or anything to find out where I am, because that's unfortunately, it's unfortunately something I have to worry about. But I wanted to post pictures, or I want to take pictures and stuff. So I took pictures of myself while I was on this trip, and I was in Mexico. And I would send, and I'm not trying to encourage using AI, but for this purpose it helped. I sent the pictures to ChatGPT, and I said, guess where I am? Try to find out where I am using the trees in the background, using the background light and shading. It's this time of day. And it narrowed it down based on all the plants, blah, blah, blah. You're here, 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 and here. And I'm like, all right, I want to make it seem like I could be like in Florida possibly. Like I don't want to make it look like I'm in Mexico. Because I know how my stalkers work. If I have to come back into the country, they're going to make it a problem for me. I'm Middle Eastern. I don't want to deal with it. So I want to convince them that I'm in Florida. Could you tell me what plants are giving too much, tropical, whatever vibe? And so I would take a bunch of pictures, send it to it again. And he said, okay, based on this, anybody could guess that you are in Florida right now. If they went through the trees, this, that, and everything in your background. And so then I was like, all right, I'll post these ones.
Nice.
And I made sure to keep safe by doing that, by putting my picture out there, making it impossible to find, basically.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
You're all, I chopped those trees down that were giving away my location.
Right. You're like, I burned them. No. I mean, that is crazy because like for me, the same. I mean, I didn't know that people can make it difficult for you to get back into the country.
The thing is, I was born here, but I am brown.
No, yeah.
I'm Iranian, and that's.
Do you know how many drafts of TikTok I lost because when I was coming back, I was watching those TikToks that were like, if you're coming back into the country, like they're gonna go through your phone. So I deleted TikTok, and I was like, bro, I forgot that I had so many drafts, and I'm like, bro, like next time I downloaded it, I was like, man, I'm an idiot.
And then you even forgot your code and everything.
I forgot my code. They locked my phone. Like I'm not good.
Dude, I deleted Facebook from my phone because I was like, oh, I got, they had this one app. It was like Meta Business or something. That lets you access everything. So like, cool, I can get rid of Facebook. But then I was like, oh no, this doesn't work. I need my Facebook. This is not what I thought it was. I need Facebook to go on Facebook. But I didn't remember my password. And I actually have been was locked out of Facebook from the beginning of this year to literally last week.
Wow.
I could not get back in. For some reason, the phone
number. So here
you
have it, guys. He's not a hacker.
If people only know how much I struggled with it. And even while I couldn't still access Facebook, I was still getting paid out better because it was cross-posting from Instagram still. I was still getting paid better by them than any of these fucking accounts that I can access with more followers.
Yeah.
Instagram doesn't pay shit to me.
Shit.
But
TikTok doesn't fucking pay shit to me. Like I'll be live, people be like, oh yeah, we're making money. I'm like, bitch, I end my live, I got $3. TikTok's like, you were live for 7 hours. I'm like, wow, this is fucking lame. but I mean, we all have our passion projects or happy to be there. Shit.
Dude, the best.
TikTok I don't know. Yeah, it'd be fun. Lately I love Twitch though. Lately, yeah.
TikTok, I got 2 times when I made really good money off of TikTok, and that was just a really well-placed joke. Do you remember when during COVID, when I believe it's when they had the vaccine already? Yeah, the vaccine was out, and people were taking ivermectin and then dying.
Right? Yeah.
So they would, after they would die or whatever, or they would lose their job because they refused to get vaccinated. They would make a video. Well, not one after they died.
Die or whatever is crazy.
Once they were in heaven,
because it's easily avoidable. Okay. Anyway, so
yeah, you're right.
We'll not include the dead people. Okay. So once they lose a family member. Once they engage in this completely avoidable tragedy, they'll make a video crying, right? And they'll make a video crying to the camera. I can't believe this happened, even though everyone told me this happened. People smarter than me told me this happened. And so they cry, and then I duet it, right? Do the half duet so that I'm below them, and then I would hold up my cup, and it was a cup that said,
"Oh my God,
anti-vaxxer tears."
Oh my
and so you just hold it right under their video.
I'm dead.
That's funny.
Dude, and that was just a joke. I'm like, here, I'm selling this. I made so much money selling those. And then I was like, but the problem was I didn't know that I had to change the art if it was like a 15 ounce or 11 ounce. And a lot of people got the 15 ounce and the art was just mushed on top of each other. Had to cancel all those orders, pay for them, redo those orders.
Oh my God.
That sucked. That really sucked.
Yeah.
But that one well-placed joke there. Another one, I can't remember. It was another joke. It was something stupid. Oh yeah, I got the #1 place in live. You know, on TikTok you could place like I got the most popular live.
Oh wow.
And the way I did that was it was a joke. There was this guy who would have his a sick kid in front of him, and he'd go on camera and go like this, and people would give him lots of money. And so someone else put their dog in front of them, and they hooked like a Ziploc bag to like a straw to make it look obviously fake. And he was going, well, please, and people gave him like, some money. So I was like, all right, that's kind of funny. I'm gonna do something elaborate. So I got like a Pikachu doll, set up this whole like deathbed and like hospital thing, and I made it really elaborate. And I was like, using the crying filter, and I said, please,
oh
please,
my
please.
Gosh.
But like for some reason that took off because I guess people were sick and tired of seeing all the different people who were scamming. It was mostly scams, by the way.
Yeah.
For some reason, that one took off, and then I couldn't keep the money because it was. I got it like in a weird way, so I had to donate that. But still, it was. I got the #1 spot, and that paid pretty well. But yeah, TikTok pays shit unless you're literally selling something for them.
Right. I think, and then do you think that happened recently, right? Where like, not too recently, but like it just became, what is that fucking selling channel? QVC. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get the letters wrong.
It was after the whole after the shit went down with Trump, like everything's just been weird. And now they say it's gonna be gone next year.
It's gonna be gone, isn't it?
It's gonna be replaced with some American version. Is that what it's called?
The M, they're M2 or M something.
That's dumb.
That's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Do you think? Well, I don't know if I could ask. Do we all think, room and chat, that Elon Musk just got bought? That's why, like, so he can shut up about the Epstein files because he just got given all those contract. That Grok.
Oh,
I don't even
true.
go on Grok.
What's that?
That's true. I can't go on Grok. I'm not on Twitter.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not like. Oh, I don't post on it, but
I was banned. That's the only platform I'm actually banned from.
really?
Yeah, and they won't even give me my account back. They let neo-Nazis back on, but they won't even look at mine. And there's I think I know why.
Yeah. Well.
My content. I think it's specifically my content. That's why.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
He's gonna show you a video. It says a Chinese influencer made $13 million in a week,
She just holds up items for like 3 seconds. It says.
and then people buy them.
I don't even know what it is.
How do you even know what you're getting?
Yeah, wait a minute.
They're like, I want that. What? How do you even know? That's insane.
Is that like? What the fuck?
Yeah, and then I think they changed the rules or something.
A Chinese influencer over 500. Oh, she has 500 million subscribers. Purportedly made 13.7
500 million subscribers.
Well, okay,
in a single week, advertising low-cost products like sweatpants and brooms in 3 seconds or less. Well, yeah, she has 500 million followers. They'll do whatever.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
But I can't. My content isn't like that, so I can't even. If I made a video like really hard trying to sell a product. Actually, I shouldn't say this in case brands are listening. It would do very well. It would sell a bunch. You should definitely do business with me.
Hit him up.
Yeah.
Hit him up, guys. This is the guy you're looking for.
Bring it up.
What?
We found a way we can do it.
I'm dead.
That.
I'm dead. Yeah, it's
that
gonna
up
be
to 3
me on
seconds.
Twitch. I'm gonna put on a fucking Pokemon. What did you do? Tell me what you
Pikachu.
did. A Pikachu.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna put a Pikachu, and we're gonna be. He said Team. What? I got banned on X last year too. You know, I don't really go on X. Like, really, what, brother? You post on X for me?
Yeah, just through some social media posting whenever we like this going
Yeah.
live or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically.
Yeah, I don't. You know, I don't love X. Mostly because I would like scroll and then there would always be like porn or something. And I'd be like, what the fuck? You open your phone like in a random spot and you're just like, what the fuck was this? Like someone's behind me. I'm like,
And you're like, it wasn't me.
and you're just scrolling. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I was
it
in a
was
weird
like a
algorithm for a
lawless-
second. It got wild.
Yeah, Twitter's like a lawless land now. It's
Yeah.
like, there's so much racism in there. It's insane.
I think
Just
4chan just moved there. That's all.
insane.
It is triggering. I know that Jamie's on there a lot, but she's like, unfortunately, you have to go in there because that's where the culture is. And I'm like, look, girl, you let me know. You let me know what
Really?
what I need to
Black
know
Twitter's
about.
still going? Is it?
Yeah, but no,
X
just like everything, like basically just being aware of like what's
I guess
happening.
everyone's like,
Yeah.
That's where you
How-
first find out.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, since it's like text based, the only thing that's like just text, maybe that's like the fastest.
No, there's a lot of video. There's a lot of they did
Oh,
the
yeah.
chat rooms. They kind of copied. What was
They
that?
have chat
Community?
rooms now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What was the during COVID? They had that one app
Oh,
that
yeah.
everybody
Periscope
was,
or something?
No, they had
It
another
was
one. It
something
was
else.
Where you would just be everybody.
You had
on
to
a
be
phone
like
call,
invited
Yeah,
in.
chat rooms,
It's
yeah.
like a chat
I was
room.
gone by then.
yeah. We did no, not on Twitter. It was this other app.
Oh.
But then
Yeah, like,
everybody
you had to
stole it
be
from them.
invited to be
Oh.
So then
in
Twitter
the
took
chats. And people would host like conversations.
Oh, interesting.
it. Yeah,
What
but
was it? I
I
forgot.
don't know. about
I forget
that.
what was it called.
I forgot what the fuck.
But yeah,
it was called.
you can
I was
only
there.
be like invited into the app, and once you got invited, then you can like join
Yeah.
different conversations.
Well, point is,
Yeah.
X, once Twitter stole it, it was over for them. That app shut the fuck down. Like, I feel like that's what sucks is that whenever a new app is like rising, all the big boys will just fucking steal it from them. And then, but it's like, damn. Clubhouse. That's what it was.
Clubhouse. I didn't even hear about that.
Yeah. But it's like, give people a fucking shot. What's going to happen to Twitter?
What the fuck?
I mean, what's going to happen to TikTok after this whole shit happens?
I think anybody on TikTok who's made a platform here should definitely be spreading out to other platforms because I don't know.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I in general, like, I don't know if that happens to you, but I get so many videos taken down. I got people who are constantly mass reporting me, but I get videos taken down or I get demonetized for a while. So even that little that TikTok was paying, I'm not going to get it anyway. So I started branching out.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Where are you mostly now? Like, or you post everywhere?
So I try to move everybody to YouTube, but it's so hard to, it's hard for me to move people there because people watch me for, when you're coming from TikTok, people are just used to short form.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to get paid on YouTube, you want to make it longer. People aren't used to, your audience isn't used to that. So it's a little harder because I'm trying to get a new audience there. Instagram is where I'm most active just because like everyone I know is there. Like my family, my friends, and then like all the other creators that I know. It just has I hate to admit it, just has a better way of like keeping in touch with everyone. Like even when I like hit you up today, we were talking on Instagram. Like it's just the easier way to do it.
Right. I know. He like posted on the little thingy, the little top thingy, and he was like LA, and I was like, come to the pod. And then it just like, that's how easy, like, we at least had the conversation. Yeah. But
that was private.
Yeah, it's like Instagram is dope, bro. I'm dead. No, like I think
Louisiana, LA is in Louisiana. That's right.
I'm dead. Oh yeah, well.
Just kidding.
Oh, I'm like,
it's fine.
How about like?
It's quite obvious.
I'm like, if anything.
Have y'all tried Blue Sky or?
I'm on there, but like I have maybe 6,000 followers. It's hard for me to stay motivated when like the followers don't instantly go.
I'm dead.
Because I'm like,
what the fuck is this?
Like I can't. If like I'll post a couple things, no one really followed me. I'm like, all right, well, if people come around to it, I'll post there. It's more like that.
What is Blue Sky? I've never been there.
It's kind of like Twitter. Isn't
Yeah,
it? It's like Twitter.
It's a guy who first made, or at least had Twitter before Elon Musk took over, and it's funded by Mark Cuban, I believe, who is more ethical as far as billionaires go, as ethical as he could be, I guess.
Oh wait, it's the same guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack.
Oh, the guy that made Twitter?
Was
behind Twitter. Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that was my in Clubhouse.
No, she said Club Bison. I was like, what the hell? And she was like,
no,
oh
Paisa
no, that was
Club.
in
what's it called? In Clubhouse, I had a club named Paisa Club. Yeah. Well, because here's what happened in Clubhouse. At the very beginning, it was only like a lot of industry people and like whatever. So it was very like cliquey. So some people made like Latino clubs, but it was like just talking about like reggaeton and like Bad Bunny and like the more famous people and like it was like industry people just talking about the best. So I was just like, I'm gonna make not the club, not the reggaeton club, but I'm gonna make like the Paisa Club that's like at a strip mall. You ever been to one of those bars that's like Mexican, like the Mexican dudes go to in a strip mall? No, I have. So anyway, so that's what I made. I made the Paisa Club, and then it became like very like cool in there, and it was dope until then everybody started coming in, and then Twitter stole it, and then that was it. It was a good concept, which is basically what I was trying to say. Is like the Blue Skies and different apps. It's great when you see a brand new app that like people are gravitating towards because you have this hope that like maybe it'll be like doper and like push the right things. But eventually either they steal it and they just fuck it all up or it just fails because of money or whatever. But it sucks because yeah, it is right. We get censored by so many different apps. And they start pushing like such fucked up shit, and like I don't know. For me, I think it's fucked up because it's like I thought we were supposed to just like share the funniest and the best stuff, and the moment that I say the word lesbian, I'm getting banned.
Yeah, and you know what's sad is too is I'll get tagged in videos. People will be like, hey, could you help me out with this? And I'll watch a video and it's just so like maybe violent or something. I'll be like, I can't think of a platform this won't get taken down on.
Right.
Like I'll help you out however I can, maybe get your name. I'll try to put this video up, but I might be risking a strike right now. Right. And unfortunately that's what ends up happening. Yeah. Get taken down, I get a strike, and that sucks because I want to help the person. But YouTube and Instagram sometimes they're pretty good about, and Facebook, good about keeping it up.
So have you now learned how to just like walk that line of like not like, do you know more rules than most people about like how you're not going to get in trouble?
I don't know if I know more than most people, but I do definitely. I have definitely had to learn. I've been banned about 18 times on my main account. It's the same account.
Hold on.
The same account.
How does it go? It's just resurrects.
Well, here's the deal. I refuse to make another account. Like, you're gonna look at my thing and you're gonna restore my account, or I'm never posting on TikTok again. And for some reason, after even at the worst, after a month, that works. I've never lost my account. I've been banned, but it was all incorrect. So I've never been banned technically.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not going to make. One thing I did read is that if you make an account while you already have a ban on another account on TikTok, you would immediately get banned on that account. And then that could create a loop where if you get that account back, this band is going to get this banned now. Because you're now
you're gonna get generational banned.
Generational banned.
So that's for that reason. I don't make any sort of backups on TikTok. But
all right, guys, I'm gonna end my.
No.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm like, so.
No, but I got them all back. And another thing I do is because I'm pretty good at researching. I will look up everyone who I believe works at TikTok, and someone will get the email. Someone will finally be like, "How do we get this asshole to stop?" But earlier I don't know if it was off, but you're asking me if I have someone at TikTok, and I'm like, no. And this is probably the reason why, because I'll email all of them when I have a problem.
Right.
I had one time, actually, I just reminded myself. I had one time where someone reached out, and they were like, "Hey, we want to help you set up TikTok Shop." I'm like, "Oh my God, a person. Hey, here are all the problems I have in my account."
Oh my God, a person.
And they were like, "Well, what about TikTok Shop?" I'm like, "Listen, I can't do anything like that until you look at these problems." And they go, "You should have someone assigned to your account. Like, you've got 2 million followers. You should have someone assigned to your account." And I'm like, "Really? Okay, well, who is that?" They're like, "Hold on." They got back. "Okay, no, you don't have someone assigned to your account." I'm like, "All right, could I get that?" They're like, well, let's talk about TikTok Shop. Just didn't want to talk about it anymore. So I'm like, I'm not getting one of those.
That's what that's the music industry for me.
Really?
Like, she hears me on the phone all the time. It's like, they'll be like, "Yeah, well, we're trying to sign you the rights to this," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about that because I need to fix this with your company from however long." "Yeah, no, okay," and then you get all these conversations, and then next thing you know, you don't. I have one of my accounts on TikTok that I got it to 250,000 followers, and then they just deleted it. And then I was like, "For what?" And then I sent them all the proof and I did all the things. And now till this day, I can't go live. Nobody can comment on it if I don't follow them, which is 5 people. And it's just this whole thing. And it's like, yeah, they don't want to help you. And I'm pretty sure AI is taking everybody's jobs.
Yeah.
Everybody's jobs.
Yeah, every support at TikTok, that's all AI.
Even doctors. I saw that one doctor that, what was it? That diagnosed somebody really quickly.
Yeah.
Quicker than, and I thought that robots are going to come for certain jobs. No, they're coming for people diagnosing.
Well, if they're going to make healthcare hard and expensive, then yeah, people are going to do that.
Yeah. And I saw the lady that looks like Jim Carrey. You saw that girl?
The lady that looks like Jim Carrey?
Yeah, the one on TikTok. They always say that she looks like Jim Carrey.
Oh, I'm not familiar with it.
He said, "Oh, no, I don't know."
Because I thought.
No. Anyway, she said, "Well, that's good because at least they'll diagnose Black women's pain correctly because statistically, Black women are always." Oh yeah, there you go. She looks like Jim Carrey.
She does look a lot like Jim Carrey. Oh my God.
Yeah, she does look like Jim Carrey.
You seen her?
She does. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Speaking of comedians, so you were a comedian.
I was. Yeah, I was. And if I was any good at it, you would have heard of me by now. But I tried.
Well, I've heard of you.
Yeah, not for that though. No, I don't think I could have done. I don't think I could do anything that I'm doing now if it wasn't for that experience. Most of it is, getting in front of a camera. There are a lot of people who could find people online. I'm not the only person. There are a lot of people who could do that. But to be able to present that on camera too, you have to have you have to be able to do that.
Yeah.
You have to be able to perform in a certain way. You have to be able to perform by some sense.
Yeah.
So I'm used to an audience. I'm used to. I did a lot of improv comedy, so making up on the spot, I'm totally comfortable with that. So
is that super hard?
No, do you when I make a video, I don't write a single thing. I don't know if you do that, but I just go, okay, the story, it's going to be about this. I want to talk about this, this, and this. I'll just start talking towards the camera, and then I'll cut it up later. And that's basically what I do because I get my best stuff out of my natural speaking. When I script something, and I start talking, it just sounds so it sounds like I'm reading something.
Yeah.
And it sounds like I don't care, I'm not invested, but especially too if it's coming from me, and not just like something I sat there, thought about, maybe looked up, synonyms for and stuff, but something just coming from me, I think it means more too.
Yeah. No, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I do, yeah, too. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen me try to make a video, or whenever I try to do like a, what's it called? Like a drop for like a show, like, hey, what's up, guys? Blah, blah, blah. Like reading. I never realized how bad I am at reading or like figuring things out. Like, I'm like, oh my God. Now, live and like doing just talking, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, we could do that. But maybe it's also because I've thought about this too, right? Because I've thought about being a stand-up comedian. But I think if I was to walk out there and be like, I'm a comedian, people will immediately think I'm like 30% less funny. If I go, I'm a rapper, and then I'm funny, they're like, you're pretty funny. You know what I mean? But like the moment you like are a comedian, I think people are like, make me laugh then.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is that is what you are in front of a bunch of people who are not trained to be like an audience for a comedy show.
Yeah.
They're doing whatever the fuck they want. Some of them are drunk, and some are going to be really harsh. It's very hard. It's very hard. It's also like you have to like expect the failure and kind of like figure out how to roll with it. Unfortunately, there's no like guidebook. I learned a lot of it through just going up there, trying out things that didn't really work well, trying it a different way, finding like a way to present it. And after a while, I kind of developed a character for myself and I'd go on stage, and I kind of played the like overly confident idiot because I thought that was very funny. And so I'd boast about things that are really lame and like put people down who've accomplished more and like in the audience, and I just do crowd work and stuff like that. And once you kind of get a flow for that, like that, it starts to get easier. You start to talk to someone in the audience, and as they're telling them about yourself, you maybe ask more questions while you're still trying to figure out what's funny about his job, what's funny about this. All right, you're gonna hit this. Here's a joke for that. Here's a joke for that, and then you just kind of like line it up while they're talking. It just becomes like second nature after a while. But I mean, what I'm trying to get at is, you go up there, you say, I'm a rapper, I'm a whatever you are. You're probably your first time is gonna feel so different. Because you're used to getting up there, holding a mic, and then controlling the show, right? Like with your music, but without your music, without your art, without what you have, it's like starting over. It would be like me trying to pick up a mic, trying to start, encapsulate people by singing. I can't do that. I don't have your skill. But like it's a lot harder. That's one thing that was really eye-opening, is how incredibly fucking hard it is. You will work for, I'm not kidding, hours and hours and hours writing jokes. And one thing that one of my friends who I used to do comedy with taught me was like, you take that whole notebook you have of jokes, maybe you've got like 10, 20 minutes, maybe an hour of good material, like just condense that to like a couple good jokes.
Right.
And that sucks. And that sucks to get rid of so much. But like as you go on to do your shows, you find, okay, these ones worked. Now you have the best of like all that. And then you just keep making things out of that, tie it together, however you do it. But again, if I was any good at it, I'd still be doing that. I found my COVID happened, so I stopped, and then I went online, and now.
But that's good though. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of comedians that like I've seen on the road, and when it comes to their content, they're not that great. Like I don't know, it's kind of I've always seen the parallels between stand-up comedy and rap, because a lot of times to start off, you get in a van, you hit the road, you hit all these small spots and really do the grunt work, you know what I mean? And like you really tour, and then eventually maybe you get a big break, maybe you don't, but sometimes we can't all be, Chris Hart, or what's his name?
Chris Rock.
Chris Hart, what's his name? The little shorty.
Kevin Hart.
No, Kevin Hart, that's his name. Whatever, fucking the two of them put together finally make a good special.
Yeah.
But anyway, that one of them. You can't be that guy with the stadiums and the shortness. But he could do movies,
Sure.
Eddie Hartman.
But there's a lot of people who've been doing the circuit and are still doing the circuit from like when I started out, from when I was 20 to now. They've been 18 years still doing this circuit.
Yeah.
And like I don't want that. Like I that's not what I wanted. And even from the beginning,
that's rap too. There's some people I rapped with that I'm like, I don't want that, Right. And then there's some people that have blown up. So yeah.
Yeah. And well, I started to, I went into it thinking, if I've got enough skill, then I'll be able to succeed. And I was like, all right, I overestimated my skill. That's I could say,
No, I think content is dope.
It's good to know, but no. The content I'm doing now works, but like you got to take a L when You got to take the L when it's your L, and that's what I decided. But again, with those chops help me do what I'm doing now. Though. Like,
absolutely, because like you said, like anybody, not anybody, because I can't fucking find nobody for shit, but people that find people delivering it, making the content, putting the shit out, like it does require, like when do you put the fart noise in? You know what I mean? Like that right there. When you at the end finish it off with that.
My mods hate that so much. My mods are so sick of hearing it. You
and my brother have that in common, that I am sick and tired of hearing my brother putting fart noises every fucking where that I go. And sometimes like it'll be a bad time. Like it was a moment that I didn't think was that funny for a fart noise, and he'll do it and I'll be like, you see?
It's a button. It like for me it goes like, that's my video. And also, there's another reason behind it too, because a lot of people they'll take my videos way too seriously, and half of them will be the video, half of them will be, depending on the seriousness of it. Usually, I'm just fucking around. Usually, I'm telling jokes. Usually, I'm messing around, comparing them to something they look like, or just standing up for the victim. And I strongly believe in bullying bullies.
Yes.
Push back the bullies. That's why when people in the audience go, or in the comments, sorry, I'm used to saying audience. In the comments, they'll go like, I like that, but I didn't like when you made fun of his appearance. I'm like, oh, this is not the tolerant left here. Right. That's the next door over. No, I'm giving them what they give. I'm absolutely pushing back.
And that's what time it is. Did you hear fucking Gavin Newsom over here calling people goddamn motherfuckers and all kinds of shit? I was like, yes. You know what, Gavin? We don't agree on everything, but I'm glad that you're finally standing the fuck up, because I am sick and tired of these motherfuckers. And also, Gavin is probably what Trump wishes he looked like. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think we're all kind of tired of people pulling their punches when they say they're going to stand up for us.
Yeah.
Like ISIS coming and tearing families apart. You can't have you just half-assing it.
Yeah.
Like this is the emergency you say it is. Treat it like that.
Yeah.
Like these people are not our friends. These people are not looking out for us. These people are trying to harm people. And like, the only thing they respond to is a good pushback.
Yes.
You push them back good, they'll go, it's not worth my time. Maybe I'm not going to pick on that guy. I mean, that's literally, unfortunately, you could sit there and talk to them and try to educate them, but you're dealing with someone with at a Neanderthal level who just doesn't see that. They go, brown bad, you bad. So you go, fuck you. And then they go, okay, you scary.
Right.
It's like cavemen who fear thunder. You just need to treat them that way too.
Yeah. And also just making fun of them, dude. I do think that having that comedic relief and having that comedic timing does help, because it's like making fun of them is like their worst nightmare. Like these motherfuckers are bullies because they think that they're tough. They're not tough. Yeah. You're laughable. You look at the majority of them. Like, they think they're like, oh, we gotta have everybody looking like us. And I'm not just talking about Stephen Miller. I'm talking about all of them. Put them all in a line and have people decide whether or not everybody should look like them. Not even their own wives want them to look like them. They want them to work on them fucking selves, but instead they want to project onto everybody fucking else and have a problem with everything else everybody else is doing. So at some point, I think it's gonna be a mixture of pushing back, punching back, but also laughing at them and being like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Donald Trump stole a trophy. Sorry. Party foul. Now you got to take a shot. That's a party foul. Shit. You ever been to a fucking party? You got to take a drink.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. You're okay.
Pull up that thing.
I've had too much.
I'm dead. No, you didn't. Don't go out like that.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm like...
But I'm so thirsty.
But I'm so thirsty.
Let's get him some...
No, don't give me another beer. But a shot if I have to do that.
Yeah, a shot. It's smaller. It's so much smaller. It's honestly, it's it only makes sense.
I'm going to get...
But, yeah, look at this. No, pull up the other picture, because this at least gives him some sort of...
I saw that, and I was so confused. What? How... Is he have... Sorry, go ahead, play video.
Damn.
Sorry. I don't know.
So he took it?
He has so many people not telling him when something's incorrect or wrong that he just does shit. That
I thought that was amazing. It's true. No, that's true. He took it.
He said, when are you going to pick up the trophy? He says, we're never going to pick it up. You can have it forever. We're making a new one. And they actually made a new one. So that was quite exciting. But it's in the right now it's in the order.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I do the same thing. Did you take my trophy? Yeah. So you touched it? Yeah. I'm going to get a new one. You can keep it.
Right.
Yeah. if your
He's just-
greasy orange hands have been on it, you can keep it.
Yeah, he
I
kept
can't
the
even-
real one and then had them make a copy for the actual team that
Why?
that
Why?
won the cup.
But you don't have like that's
Insane.
the
And
problem.
people are like just letting him. They're like, yeah, sure. I would have been like, give me my shit back. What is wrong with you, you fat mother?
That's
Sorry.
the thing, though. They
He
need-
has no class.
Yeah.
He
At
is a
all.
classless bum. Like that's what he is. Like I don't care. Like at the end of the day, bro, like everybody's been around people who like, like people who have money and you might be like, oh, that's a I've been around women that I'm like, oh, that's a classy ass woman. Like, damn. And then I've been around some people that just happen to have money. And you're like, that is fucking ridiculous, And so that's what Trump is. He's a
Yeah,
he's a drumpf.
He's a dork.
he's absolutely, he thinks his money makes him better, and he just doesn't fucking care. He doesn't fucking care. He does what the fuck he wants.
Jesus.
Like to anyone. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To being funny and to these bullies are fucking laughable.
Well, this is what you were talking about earlier.
Oh damn.
with him going-
I gotta ask what it's gonna be.
Garnish.
Oh damn.
He said,
backstage
"Don't."
before a show, yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. Is everyone okay? You know, they're standing there with no clue. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that. Today, a former Miss Air.
He's such a creep.
So not only were these underage girls, but like some of them actually came back, because what I was gonna say next are gonna be like, yeah, no, that did happen.
Right.
We remember you doing that. So then you present that online, and they go, no, he didn't. He said he did. The victim said he did.
Right.
Who's saying besides you that he didn't do this?
You and your papa are fucking saying that he didn't, even though he literally fucking said it himself. By the way, Howard Stern interviews with Trump before, it's just, you know what? The 90s were fucking insane. The 80s and the 90s, like these motherfuckers
Like
were
the
running a
things that they
fucking
would
muck.
get away with. Is freaking
I mean,
insane.
before Trump, in general, before Trump ever showed up, people were kind of wild with like, whether it was with racism, sexism, whatever. I think that a lot of people didn't think that it had real world like effects.
Yeah.
I think when Trump showed up, people were like, oh shit, this stuff is a problem. Like racism is a problem. Like it's not as funny anymore.
Yeah.
Because like things change. Things changed when he started like.
I mean, it's like Andrew Schultz lately. Like, I mean, like I met that guy so fucking long ago. Oh, that fucking Ernesto. Sorry, we call flies Ernesto around here. I don't know why. We haven't been able to do. Well, we do live on a ranch, and I did just order that donkey.
Did you?
Yes. No, it's even cuter than the one I showed you.
The boy.
It's the boy.
From
By the way, I didn't know that donkey women are called Jenny, so I thought the donkey's name was Jenny. I didn't know a donkey that is a female is called a Jenny. So then he was like, I have two Jennies and a Jack. I was like, you named both of them Jenny? No, he has two females and then a guy named Jack, and he's even tinier than the Jenny. So I have goats. Coyotes want to eat goats.
Yeah.
Unless you have a llama or a donkey, they're not protected. The llama needs a partner. The donkey can live by himself with the goats. He's
Is your
chilling.
donkey here?
No, the donkey's getting delivered.
Oh.
So I'm doing right now. We was doing the math because he thought I wanted both of them, and I'm like, no, because they're siblings, but they're not because they're the same age. So I'm assuming they have different parents, right? So they're not related. Anyway, I'm not trying to make a donkey farm right now. So it's not like I'm trying to get the boy and the girl. I just wanted one to protect my fucking goats.
And then I said, of course, the woman gets overlooked once again.
Jesus, look,
With a
you
female.
lesbians, God damn it, you can never
I'm just
fucking
saying,
win.
the woman can do the same thing as a man, but yet you present a man, and once they'll take the man.
Now you're not now in front of my own audience. You're making me seem like a fucking pick me
Well,
to the male gaze. Now because I've chose a male donkey. The thing is, I don't want a woman donkey because I wanted to dress him up in little jeans.
And you can't dress the girl up with little jeans.
Then she's gonna be a lesbian.
Aren't you a lesbian?
It's hard. It's a hard life for lesbians.
Oh my god.
It's a tough life for lesbians. I don't want. If I had a daughter, I wouldn't choose for her to be lesbian because it's gonna be a hard life. Actually, no. Yes, I would because then she has to fuck with guys, and I don't want that.
Yeah, no.
That's gross.
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
right.
You're right. So what? I just pick a female donkey because you just bullied me into it? I'm drunk. Hold on. I'm inebriated.
Drunk's not excuse.
Right.
I'm just saying women
know.
do the
The-
same thing as men.
But the male donkey is more likely more aggressive and more
To beat
stupid and willing to fight the donkey.
He's an ass.
You've never met an
coyote.
angry woman.
He's a literal jackass, though.
I
He's
have.
like, oh, you're
I have.
You've never met a very angry woman.
I have.
Yeah, that is what a
a good
male
point, too.
donkey's called, and the female Jenny.
A jackass.
So it's
Also-
careful with male donkeys humping everything.
Ooh.
Someone said that. I'm not. That's not my
Yeah,
advice.
true.
Oh yeah, careful with
But
the
I
male
feel like-
donkeys. They be humping
Because
everything.
Hopefully
Drake and
the-
Raisin, they did it while I was on tour. Next thing I know, they have babies, and she's his baby mama's sister, and that's his daughter nieces, and then it was a whole fucking problem. You know, farms are weird.
I live in like rural areas. I know what you mean.
know?
I live right next to a cow farm. So dairy
That's
farm.
awesome.
Yeah. When they, I mean, it's fine because it's not right next to me. It's far enough away that I don't have to worry about it. But they do have like a county fair right next to where I live. And whenever the county fair comes by, usually in August, there are just like all these fucking flies, just like everywhere until the fair is gone.
You're on a farm.
Yeah, well,
You know,
that's what it is.
I have chickens. I have
it is.
goats. We're getting the donkey. I would, like I've said before, people have always asked me if I want horses because this ranch used to they used to raise horses and like do everything. But I didn't want one because I tour a lot. But this year I took off touring because I feel like it's just dangerous. I don't want to be out there on the road. You know, my tour bus is parked here, but like, it's just a weird time right now. So I like took the year off. But I'm like, this would be the perfect time to just be riding my horse around the fucking neighborhood. All the neighbors ride their fucking horses around, and I don't got a horse, man. And then the lady thinks I'm not a ranch person because I don't have a fucking horse. Then they made signs around here that said stalls, not walls. And
She's trying to keep up with the Joneses now.
I'm like, these fucking people, they're looking at me like me as a Mexican is not ready to be out here cowboying up when I'm like, hey, vaquero.
I don't think they're judging you. I think you're all right. But
All right.
but I think things will get better once you start riding the donkey. Can you ride the donkey?
No, the horse.
Well, I mean, but you're getting a donkey.
Yeah, I can't. I'm too heavy for him. He's a little baby.
Donkeys-
Him, I just want to put jean overalls on him.
Wait,
That's
but
all.
How often do they hee-haw? Are we gonna hear that every day?
Our neighbor has a donkey over there. I've only heard him a few times.
Oh,
You're like, I'm right across
Chat
from
says
there.
Chat says you can ride a donkey, so you're good.
You can no. When I was little, I would
Which-
ride a donkey, but I was little.
Yeah. Well, Chat wouldn't lie, so
I'm a grown man now, so I don't know
You're
if I can
a
ride a
grown
donkey.
man now.
But
No, but they donkeys carry like carriages and stuff, right? No.
yeah, they're like hard
Like, they're
workers.
really- yeah, they like carry like a lot of stuff.
Instead of the golf cart, we're just gonna have the
And
donkey.
ride the donkey. Like,
I've
oh,
also been considered. No, yeah, because think about it. If a big thing happens in LA, traffic is gonna be a bitch.
so you have a donkey now.
Horses, donkeys, get everything. Let's go. Right? Imagine
if
LA
there's a
traffic.
fire though. But if there's a fire,
Yeah, there's LA traffic. I'm riding my donkey.
Your
I'm not gonna be
donkey-
like these people that are gonna fucking leave their animals,
Okay,
bro.
good.
We're
We're
taking
we're
them with
taking them
us.
all.
all right.
You know, I have
We'll
5
We'll
dogs.
strap the dogs on the goats.
Alyssa has 22 dogs.
Jeez, good.
No,
Wonderful.
she doesn't. No, she rescues dogs, right? You rescue. You're a good person.
It's wonderful.
All our belongings.
That's us going back to Mexico. Straight back to Mexico.
Someone says get a mini pig.
No, because they don't exist.
Oh.
Anyone who's told you that it's a mini pig, it's just a baby pig. That shit's gonna get huge.
Those things they're mean. Pigs are mean, and they're rough.
They're rough.
Yeah.
Her mom, because she's Dominican. Her mom, they love eating goats. So her mom has been eyeing my goats, and she wants to cook my goats.
Goats are
And
pretty
I'm-
good. We goat too.
What?
Tell me more about this dinner you have outside.
They are prepared. She's
Every
like,
time she looks at
goat
them,
meat?
he's like, goat meat is one of the cleanest meat because they only eat hay
Mm.
and they only eat like the grass or whatever. So if you kill it, you're gonna be eating pretty healthy meat.
yeah, she was like, pigs, they eat anything. She's like, but goats, they eat grass. I'm like, I know, we have to feed them the fucking food that they're eating, so I know they're good, but I don't want to eat them. They're my fucking pets.
Yeah, I would have that same issue. I only see food, like I eat meat, but I'm used to seeing the meat packaged at the grocery store. Like I don't make the connection to animal.
Yeah.
Once you make the connection for me, like it gets harder because like if you got to take the animal, put it in slaughterhouse, then I feel like shit. I can't do that. I
Right.
can't do that. But if
like-
it's there and I'm ignorant and I have no idea, and I just go, it's just food. It is no animal.
Right.
I'll eat it.
It's like with our eggs, the chickens, like we can get the chicken from the egg, we can put it in the fridge, and then we can eat it. If I eat it straight out the chicken, I'm like, bro, I'm not eating that shit. That's
Straight out the chicken.
That shit's
Just like right.
just you grab it, you crack it, and you cook. Like
Give
I'm
it a
like,
squeeze,
"Ugh,"
yeah.
I'm like, I don't want that. Like it's got to be refrigerated at least a good week. for
Yeah.
me to
It's still
finally.
warm from the chicken sitting on it.
Yeah.
It's,
Dude.
too much.
No,
Yeah,
my tia.
that's a lot.
I don't know which chicken is giving us that one tiny egg because all of them have normal size eggs. Well, one of them has huge eggs, which she's outdoing herself. She needs to calm down. But then there's the
compensating.
little ones. There's the little one that I'm like, I don't want to eat that. I don't know. I don't know
little
what that
egg.
is.
I found a robin's egg. There's a blue egg. We have them a lot in the East Coast. Blue little egg right by my front door, and I remembered that I had and it was fully intact, not even cracked either.
Oh,
And I remember there was a nest right above my door that a bird made look a little nest above the front door, and I was like, that's cute, adorable, I'll keep it there. So I picked up the egg, and I read online online said don't touch it, but if you could see the nest, gently put it in there. So I was so gentle about it. I put it in there, and the mom flies away whenever I'm doing anything around there. So I went away to kind of see what she does. And the motherfucker took she threw it out and it broke. She threw it out and it just fell and broke and shattered. I'm like, oh shit. So that's all right.
Yeah.
She straight up killed it. It was wild.
no, life.
I
People
was I spent so long being so careful because I was thinking if I drop too hard, it'll fall on the other eggs.
Yeah.
So she put it in there gently and she's like, fuck this egg. And she threw it out.
I know. I
Dude.
think there's birds that throw the weaker babies off of their nest.
Yeah.
Just
Or other birds what I heard is other birds will come and try to sabotage them. And that's what I thought happened. So I was like, I got you. And I put it back up there. She's like, I don't fucking want this one.
Right. No,
So-
that's really life on the farm is like that. You think you're helping and you're really not. like fucking Vincenzo, he was born here. So there was an owl. When I first showed up to this place and when I first bought it, there was a big owl, a big woman owl
Okay.
that lived up
Female
there.
representation, huh?
White. She was a white
All right.
woman.
White woman yelling,
She
help, help.
She was a Karen.
Yeah.
She was a Karen owl, and she lived up there. And she was very scary because I didn't know that white owls make this maybe you could find the sound so that he can get the visual here.
yeah.
So when we first showed up, I remember that I was I would hear that noise and I was like, oh my God, we're getting there's demons here. But it wasn't. It was an owl. Okay, whatever. Time passes by. I start hearing a little baby crying all the fucking time. Next thing you know, the baby literally is born here. It's crying. It gets his baby feathers. He got pushed off the thing. He's got he has to learn how to fly and everything like that. And then eventually he finally we loved him, named him Vincenzo, everything. Look. Yeah. So you see how I thought this place was
That
haunted.
sounds like an eagle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary. So that was the mama. The baby would cry, and then I would stay up all night worried that a hawk might eat it or a coyote, and then he did all this, and I've got so emotionally attached to him. And then as soon as he learned how to fly, he fucking dipped, and so did she, and
see
nobody
you.
cares. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares how much I fucking stayed up every night making sure that while he got his feathers, he wasn't eaten. He doesn't care. He left me. He abandoned me.
Here's the type of bird that does this. This is kind of sad.
Are we going to show the video?
I mean, it just throws it off of the.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, it's killing.
She's literally my mother.
She's like, get out of here.
That is so.
Aww.
Ito.
That's so
If
sad.
I came home with bad
Get out of here.
that's like if I came home with bad grades, that same shit. would
Then
happen.
just
So,
threw it out the nest.
Yeah.
She's a bitch. Let's
Why
go
is she
find her. Where does she
watching?
live?
She's just watching like, bye.
Yeah. The stork.
make sure.
What is that? Like a egret?
But like, is
Stork?
he gone? Okay, damn, that's crazy.
Is a stork,
Stork.
Aww.
which is crazy because you think of them as the birth one.
Right.
Yeah. They're like
The stork's
before
bringing
we
a baby.
hey, before we gain any attachment or make any memories together, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of you.
They can't fly at that time, huh? No. So that baby
Yikes.
just died.
That was sad.
That's sad.
That was so sad. But I was
Damn.
explaining that to my son because I was just turtles, they just have the babies and then they just dip.
Yeah.
And then the baby just has to figure its fucking life out.
Yeah, that's so wild.
We had 6 turtles and then they mated and they did the same thing.
You was having freak offs of you. Just 6 turtles all mating at the same time.
We had this big what do you call it? Like a habitat out in our backyard
Mm.
and just left them out there. And then all of a sudden there was all these eggs. They're supposed to be buried. Some of them were buried, some of them weren't. And then some of the eggs hatched and then squirrels and stuff got the other ones. But as soon as they hatched, the parents wanted
The parents were like, I'm single.
Wait, they were sea turtles or land turtles?
Tortoises.
Oh.
Tortoises.
Oh,
Sounds
They
like
still act the same way.
I still
Standard
have. I have one of the babies still.
Oh, wow.
How old is it?
6 years now.
Wow.
But it was like this big,
And now how big is it?
like that.
Oh my God. Don't they live like 100 years?
Yeah. So my mom right now has one that's 135 pounds,
Oh my gosh.
and
I
that
thought you were
one.
gonna say years.
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
what I'm
oh my
saying.
God.
How the hell do you know
He's
that?
about.
But
he-
the pounds is still crazy too.
Yeah, he's about 57 years old, I think they said. And it's
Experienced some things in the United States. Goddamn.
in the will to be given to me, because it's
Oh.
gonna outlive
It's in the will.
Oh,
Your
it's gonna
parents have a
outlive.
will and it includes a tortoise?
the
Can
tortoise.
outlive him?
And his name is Will.
No way.
Will's in
Literally,
the will.
it's in the will. I swear.
My
Will's in
mom
the
is
will.
leaving me her Tupperware. That's about as far as we're getting. What is she leaving me? She's leaving you everything.
She's taking things. from
Right.
me.
She's gonna take it and put it
She
in
bills
her
us
car.
per month
Take
for
it
her
to the grave.
expenses. Oh yeah, she's taking secrets to the grave. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It starts to get dark right now. No, yeah. How about you?
Me.
Tell us something sad. No, I'm just joking.
Something sad. I can. Want to bring it down? Well, you're already sad. I didn't say anything.
I start crying. Wait, before we get there, what sign are you?
What sign am I?
Zodiac.
I'm a Libra.
Oh, okay, nice. Nice. And then what else? Yeah, tell us something. No, not something sad. We're gonna cry.
All right, I won't
Yeah,
tell you something
sure.
sad. I will say something that's not sad that relates to this kind of. I did have there was a, I don't know if it was I think it was like a turkey vulture. There was a turkey vulture that would like all day just circle around my house because I used to have a little chihuahua and I'd let him go out and pee out in the back, right? And I used to just like let him out because we're in the country, so you could just go, you know?
Mhm.
So that little guy would go, and they're not used to little chihuahuas out there on the east coast of Pennsylvania because that hawk would just start getting like that circle would start narrowing, and I'd have to go out there because I swear to God he was gonna come eat my dog.
Yeah.
He didn't.
How big was it? Like
It was a Chihuahua Dachshund mix. So
Oh.
it was short, but it was long. So, but he had the stubby hands, so it was like,
Aw.
it was like a little T-Rex.
oh.
Yeah.
I have a little chihuahua and around here, yeah, same thing. They are waiting for him to the other day I literally walked out and the hawk was you usually see them like kind of like come down and get something. No. It was like within the branches, like ready to grab anything. And I was just like, yo, this is the lowest I've ever seen a hawk
Yeah.
in our
Last
house.
time
It would keep diving, but like I would come out and it'd go up again.
it was
Yeah.
on the chicken coop right here when I
Mhm.
came out.
Really?
Yeah.
Hawk about, I don't know, like that big.
I don't I don't believe in violence. I don't like, not that I don't believe, I would never commit violence against an animal unless it came from my dog. Like if it's gonna swoop down and take my dog, I guess I'm
It's me or
opening his
you,
beak
bitch.
all the way. Like
Right.
we're not doing that.
No, straight up with the coyotes too. Like the coyotes out here,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, you know what I mean. They'll
Don't-
get. They got 2 of my goats. Like they're always out here. Like they're always wilding. And I'm just like, I've been like, yo, if I take it to the ancestors, you know, if I got a bow and arrow, and people are like, that's messed up. They're just coyotes. I'm like, I don't know, but at some point it's me or the damn coyote. Like I don't know what you want me to fucking do. The last time, you know, it could have been me. It could have been my car and the coyote, but I didn't take it that
Oh
far.
my God.
I was like, let's make it a fair fight.
Yeah, no.
You know,
it's-
I'll barehanded fight the coyote. He needs to come out here. It's a duel. I don't know. Look, they're
I feel like once
the size of her tortoise versus my
oh my gosh,
my
that looks
dog.
just like my dog,
Oh,
but not too much, but like a little bit. Yeah, the ears.
not too much, but
Punch
just a
with a
little bit.
turtle.
Well, my dog's dead, but it looks
Oh
like
my
it
God.
would look. Well, it's natural cause. Died at 18.
Okay.
Lived a very long time. Don't worry.
You're like the bird never got
The
it.
bird never got it. We ate nuggets. We ate the bird. No, I'm just kidding. No. He lived to a very, very long time, but he looks just like that.
Oh yeah. So Pancho, he's an asshole. I have
Pancho, nice name.
two. I have
Pancho.
2 pit bulls. I have a cocker spaniel, and then her dog, and then Pancho, a chihuahua.
I'm jealous. of all
Well, your
dogs.
dog is
Yeah, he's a mix of a lot of things.
part hyena,
Part hyena.
coyote,
He's what they told me when I got him.
crackhead.
Aside from being a crackhead, he's a Yorkie,
Yorkies are
German
assholes.
Shepherd, mini. I know, mini. Oh my God, mini something.
Minpin?
Huh?
Minpin? Miniature
no,
pincher?
no, mini golden retriever.
Oh,
and
none of this
Dotson.
exists.
The
All
dachshund?
together.
Wow.
And that's my dog.
Did you do like a DNA test? How'd you get all those?
No, that's what the
okay.
guy told me.
That's what
was
he
like,
tried.
this-
He tried to sell you up on him. He
It was-
is.
He didn't sell me anything. The dog
Tijuana
was
dog
free.
at best.
He was like, "Do you want this dog?" And then I saw the mom and the dad, and I was just like, "Please don't let them have kids anymore. They looked
Yeah.
done."
Oh.
And so she was just there, like, "Is anyone going to take me?"
That's
And I
why
was
we
like,
feel bad for
"Okay."
him because we don't know what the hell's wrong with him. But
Yeah.
he's
the
a
fact
sweet.
that Yorkie is so small, and then German Shepherd.
Are so big.
Yeah, how the hell did they do this?
I don't
in
even
what
know.
order?
I don't even know what order. I think the mom was the smaller one, and the dad
Just
was the
saying.
larger one.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you hope. No,
Poor
I think
thing.
actually, I
No,
think it
I
would
saw
be the
the mom.
opposite.
The mom was the smaller one.
Okay, hold on. So the Yorkie was the.
The mom was
Mom?
long and like a long York, like a.
In my
Dotson
world, the Yorkie was the dad and the German Shepherd was the mom.
Yeah.
He just had
I
high
hope
dreams.
so, because otherwise that Yorkie's a fleshlight. Like that would not work out.
Exactly. I'm
Oh
like
my
in a
God.
better world, like the Yorkie just had a big dream. What the fuck is that?
Jump scare.
Sorry, I was looking up the turkey thing.
That's who was trying to eat your dog?
Yeah,
That was
thing
the
needs
turkey
fibers.
thing? What is that?
Turkey vulture?
Yeah.
I didn't look at the bird. I don't know.
Looks like Stephen Miller.
Is that what it looked like? It looks a lot like Stephen Miller with his hit topic.
Stephen Miller is a
Yeah.
fucking, what's this shit?
That's like his take
Turkey.
care of it. Turkey vulture.
I'm in bed.
These things are assholes, yeah. They'll come for your dogs.
Jesus. We have like 5 owls that live in the back over here too. And they're a whole ass family. And they're reproducing and just making more owls. I'm like, I don't know if at this point I'm the epicenter of some energetic something, but they're just so many owls.
It's crazy that they sit on the ground.
Yeah. Well, they're probably looking for some. That's where I found snakes and shit over back there. So
Yeah.
there's a part of my ranch where it's just like,
I hate snakes. I
Very-
hate snakes so much.
it's very, the sticks, right? Wait, why am I pointing that way? Is this way? Wow. Yeah. I don't know.
I only had two. I only had the Chihuahua winter dog, and then I also had a min pin.
Oh.
But the min pin was he was like a runt, like he had water on the brain or something. Like when I first got him, he was blind, and like my friend was like, because my friend's dog, a neighbor dog, forcefully mated with him. With
Oh my
her.
God.
And so she had all these kids, and then all these puppies, and they needed to get rid of them. And I was like, come by every day, because I was like, I think I want one, but I don't know if I want another dog right now. And then there was one left that no one wanted that was like barking at chair legs.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, I gotta take the one no one wanted. I can't take the one no one wanted. Oh my God, what? Like he's dead now, so he won't know. But like, what an asshole! This dog was such an asshole. I love him. That's why I dealt with it. But he was the biggest asshole in the world. So prissy, so mean. But I did everything it wanted because I loved it.
Oh.
But it was like aggressively dumb. Like it would bark at like because it was blind too. Bark at literally any inanimate object, like for a while.
Sounds like your dog.
And sometimes I'd just be like, you know what, have at the coffee table. Like at
Yeah.
least you're entertained for a while.
Oh. That's Sushi, except for we don't tell him do whatever you want because he is just, he barks at everyone. He bites everyone.
Yeah,
He
that's what he
bites.
did too.
Bites their ankles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
So
like
he'll do like a little drive by and just like
Yeah.
a little nip.
yeah, like he'll run from so far, so fast, bite your hand, and then just run away. Like he
Yep.
doesn't break the skin, but he just like there's so many people that are just like, your dog bit me, and I feel so bad. So I almost don't want to invite people because I'm like, what the hell? Like I don't want anybody getting bitten or suing me or nothing. But I know that he's just an idiot. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like a bite from a small dog is very different from a bite from a large dog.
yeah.
I mean, but large dog bites are, yeah.
He's also drive-by licked me, which is weird. Like he'll just run and then just like lick me and then run, and I'm like,
That's what my other dog did, but he was so much grosser about it. He would come, because he would do the thing where he'd run up to you and then just like smell you and then just whoop right into your mouth, tongue right into your mouth, and you go, fuck you. You just slip that, like he's just being so cute. You're like, you're so sweet.
yeah, that's
does that to you.
Poncho.
Poncho does that to
Poncho
you.
does that to me, which is so gross.
And it's like your breath smells like shit, dude. I'm so mad.
That's Poncho. Have you
Yeah.
ever met Poncho?
I haven't met Poncho, but my dog had some tooth decay, so I was like, oh.
Your dog has some tooth decay.
Dude, Poncho.
He was
is just
old.
like-
He was old. Yeah.
You're just, you
Poncho
know.
will like get on her chest and it's like, and then right when he gets the exact moment,
Yeah.
he'll just like
Boom, right
goes
in there.
in
yeah.
for the mouth.
And it's like because it's a dog, it does this too, and you're like, God, fuck you.
You're like, this is
I
terrible.
feel so violated. Yeah.
Yeah, dogs are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I love him though. I want to get a new dog soon. Both of them passed away. Both of them passed away right when my second child was born, and like right around the same time. And so like I lost both my dogs, which is really sad. But it's like 3 days later I had a child.
Oh.
So like I had no time to process it.
Yeah.
And also like it became like I'm so busy now that like it kind of made it easier. Like I cried. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Yeah.
I cried a lot over it. But it like because I had another responsibility, made it easier. But I haven't had a dog since. And my first kid grew up with a dog. My second kid has not. So
Oh,
really do
how old
want to
your
get dogs.
second kid now?
He is now 4 years old.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
What?
Yeah.
4?
Well, yeah, like I mean, 2, 3. Everybody like complains about the terrible 2s, but I think like 2, 3, 4. They're so cute. They're so little. I mean, me now with a 15-year-old, I'm just like I can't even believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here. Lucky for me, like he looks younger than he like is. Like he acts younger than he is too, which is what I was talking to Miguel today about. Because all my family is very like Mexican, like from Mexico. They're very like we'll be happy that he's kind of kiddish because at 15 in Mexico they're driving, going to drinking, you know, having girlfriend, like, you know, you might worry about being, you know, like all that shit. And I'm just like, no. He's a child. He's a baby. We're letting him, you know what I mean? Like letting him be but still, I can't believe that he's not 4 anymore.
As a side note, if you grew up in California in San Diego, you were also going to Mexico at 15 to drive, to drink, to do things.
Yeah, I was.
So
You
I'll
grew
just
up in
say-
San Diego?
No, Orange County, but close enough.
I was going to Mysteries. I was going to Animal. I was driving over to fucking San Diego to have tacos. Yeah, I remember that, which is why so many times I tell everyone, I'm like, don't tell my son the stories you've heard that I've told y'all. Because I, in high school, was ditching school and driving over to Tijuana or, you know, parking in San Isidro and just going over whatever. And, I mean, to be honest, that's how I met his dad, was in Tijuana. I met his dad in Tijuana. He was in the military. And I was just like...
So do you water down your stories for your son?
I mean, I water them down because there's certain conversations I don't want to have with him right now. I'm like, I don't know, your dad can tell you. But no, I try my best to be like as honest as I can because I never want that like level of like disappointment to come that some of us have had with our parents. I mean, I know I have like where, you know, supposedly our parents were perfect and they were these like model people, and then all of a sudden you hear their stories and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
So with him, I've told him, you know, I was like, I've been in juvie. I've done here's a bunch of crimes I did when I was a little, you know,
he called
teenager.
you a thug.
He called me a thug. He's like, yo, chat.
He's like, okay, chill out, thug.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm telling you these things so you know I'm coming from a place of like, I've made mistakes and I don't want you to make those mistakes. That's it. Like, you know.
I said to my little brother, when my brother and I have a 6-year age difference, look at the party foul. That doesn't count?
Nothing was in it.
The rules are inconsistent. So things have to be in. Okay, just making sure.
There's a difference between an empty.
Okay. All right. I guess that's fair.
Now if I spill this one.
Okay. All right. I got it. You don't. Okay. So we have a 6-year age difference. So you know, he starts going through college, and at this point, I'm like way past that. And so I'm like, I'm trying to give him advice, like maybe on the girlfriend he currently has or things he's currently doing. And I was like, look, man, I don't want you to make the same mistakes as I did. I don't want you to go. And he pushed back, and he was like, I don't like. Look, I feel like sometimes I gotta make the mistake. Because I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it when you're selling it, and I got to make the mistake and learn myself. All right, go ahead. I'm telling you, it's gonna end badly. You guys, and I'll say what it was too. Like she was extremely very religious, and he's atheist. I was like, it's not gonna. And she was pushing a lot of religion on him. I'm like, look, it's not gonna work. Just cut it off now. It's not gonna work. You're both very different, like perspective. You're obviously unhappy. She's unhappy. It's not gonna work. And there's no reason to push her any other way. That's her own thing. Basically, I got experience myself, and he stayed in 10 months, and he's like, that was absolute shit. It was the worst experience of my life, but it's experience that I have. If I would have just done what you told me, then I would have just known because you told me, but now I know. And I thought about that too. Like that stuck with me because I'm like, you know, I gotta let my kid make mistakes too, but like my oldest is like 8 years old right now, so he's not at that age of making mistakes yet or anything. So I'm not. It's easier for me to say this. Yours is, you said 15.
Yes.
Yeah. So you got different things to worry about. So I'm sure it's different for you.
Yeah. Man, look, you've seen me cry because there was such a difference between 13 and then 14, and then here where we're at now. It just got so much worse. Like at some point I was just like, look, there's so many parts of my life where I could say people can think my job is cool, or like I'm this or I'm that, or like I have whatever, I've made a good amount of money to where I could feel successful in some ways. I'm like, but nothing prepares you for the level of failure you feel when you are failing to communicate with your child. Mm-hmm. And you're looking at them and you're like, you are the same baby that I pushed out, that I breastfed, that I did everything with. And here I'm looking at you and you are looking at me like I'm the problem. Yeah. And I'm like, and so you just cry because you're just like, what the fuck? And and like that forced me and his dad to have at least better communication, where I'm like, you know me for all these years. We don't have problems. We co-parent very well. But I'm like, mind you, he's a Trump supporter, so we do have problems, but we just at least communicate over our son. But I'm just like, I need you to help me communicate with him. Like, just so that I'm not the only bad guy. I have him 95% of the time. So I'm like, it can't be that I'm the only person telling him about this, and everything. I'm like, you have to just step in. And sometimes, as a mom, I'll tell you guys, I know that I'm a lesbian, and y'all motherfuckers might be like, she says she don't need a man. No. There are some places that a young man just needs at least some sort of man to tell them something, and so I will be the one to be like, yo, I'll back up, and somebody needs to tell him, but please somebody tell him correctly so that I'm not his authority and his advisor and his everything, because then it just makes me the riff is growing bigger and bigger, and I'm like, I'm just supposed to be your mom, baby. Like, I'm supposed to be comforting and nurturing and be everything that you want on that side, and instead I'm being the bad guy, and that sucks. It just got all emotional. I'm sorry.
No, you're right, though. You're so right, though. I mean, a male role model, if they don't have one that's positive in their life, they'll look for one. Yeah. And who knows, who they're gonna attach themselves to the first confident person they come across, and they might go to some like fucking Charlie Kirk or Donald Trump or something like that. Yeah. And unfortunately, but like at that age, you're very vulnerable as a young boy, as a young man. As someone who is questioning his self-worth and trying to find his place in this world and what it means to be a man, because it's so inconsistent, is someone out there confidently being like, what it means to be a man is A, B, and C, and they could be extremely wrong, but that's going to influence them. Yeah. Unless some other like male role model in their life like says something. And the same thing would go, true if they had no female role model in their life, they'll attach themselves to somebody else who they shouldn't, maybe should or shouldn't. But in that case, I totally agree with you. And that's why I think it's really important for men to speak up, especially now, because you have way too much bad male role models out there. And that's these podcasters, a lot of these comedians taking these cheap shots. You got people like Trump in politics, you got our own representatives in politics, even some like news stations where these are people are supposed to represent like what it means to, whatever it might mean to me and be a man. But what I see it as is like compassion and like intelligence and like a thrive to protect the people you care about or protect people you don't even know. Yeah. But for some reason that's just been transformed and like perverted into like some sort of like take care of yourself and only yourself, and if you survive then you're a man, and beat down anybody around you who tries to crawl up because they're taking what you want. Like it's just this weird fucking bizarre like understanding of like the world around us, and they're eating into it, because at the end of it they say you don't need to change. You're good the way you are. Everyone else who's been saying you need to change this or change that about you, they're wrong. Yeah. They're wrong and you're good. Like they're trying to keep you down as a man, or they're trying to stop you from being the man that you are. No, bitch, you're 18 years old. You're making mistakes like you would. Yeah. Not everything you do is perfect. Not everything you do is right. Fucking a real man or woman or person would be able to accept their flaws, be able to learn from it and grow. And you don't have that. You don't have podcasts that are pushing that. You have just like fucking Jake Pauls and people like that, just like telling them like, be a fucking asshole, do whatever you want, fuck bitches and you get money and hate like it's not realistic. Yeah. And it's unfortunately really hurting this country and these same guys who feel empowered by it, they're hurting them the most. That's why they think there's a male loneliness epidemic. Is no, you guys are fucking unattractive. Yeah, like you're. You
guys are insufferable.
Insufferable, yeah.
Like I remember I was at a content house where it was like only OnlyFans creators. Don't ask me how I got there. No. Or ask me, whatever.
You're like, only accept me.
Everybody did OnlyFans except for me. I was just no, they wanted me to make OnlyFans content, so they invited me. So I was there, and I'm just like checking out, like, you know, what's going on. They have free food, free drinks, free music, and a lot of artists and like different people. So I'm like, you have kind of generally a great environment, you would think, right? You have women, there's a pool, it's crazy. We're at Coachella, the shit's fine. And then some guys just start being weird. They start just like, you have women, pretty women, everybody's having a good time. There's drinks, there's DJ, there's music, there's pool, there's just free food, there's everything you could possibly want. And there's guys that start saying like racial stuff, sexist stuff, weird stuff. You're just like, there's no fucking way that you can fuck up this environment unless you're just a shitty fucking guy.
Yeah.
And that's the same guys that will go on the internet and be like, well, she was a fucking bitch. And it's
Right.
like, bro, nobody told you to talk about Mexicans and black
Right.
people.
Right.
Like, why did you do that?
Like, what did she do first? It doesn't matter. Like, you just went at everyone.
Like, you're fucking weird. Like,
Yeah.
you don't know how to control yourself, and it fucking, you're overstimulated and you immediately start malfunctioning. You fucking weirdo. Go to a fucking bathroom like a normal person. Put some headphones on if you need to. Relax, meditate, and fucking come back out when you're ready to experience the amazingness that we were all experiencing. This bitch was about to fucking show us her titties, and now you fucked it up. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Fucking weirdo. You know?
There's always a guy ruining titties. Always a guy out there ruining titties.
And you're like, we were all having a great time, and now look at you. And now she left, and the girls are crying, and we're all here like, what is this? And then he makes himself the victim, like, well,
Of course.
they're just,
Go ahead.
yeah. Well, they don't know how to have a good time. No, you're scaring the girls, bro. Like, you're a fucking dumbass. You're in literal fucking Coachella. Everything was free. Provided by, I don't know who the fuck, by the way. Some fucking rich person. I don't know who the fuck it was. I was just there for a fucking good time. And you ruined it. And then we ended up fucking singing karaoke. Which, thank God, one of the top OnlyFans girls happened to be a big fan of me. She was there with her husband, by the way. My girl's here, so I'm like, she was there with her. Everybody was just professionals. But they were shaking ass to my song. I was like, this is great. But that guy couldn't fucking handle it. Fuck these losers. That's why I don't like y'all, because you don't only fuck it up for yourself, you fuck it up for everybody else. And it's like, you're trying to make it seem like people don't know how to have fun. No, people know how to have fun. You're a fucking moron. People know, oh, people can't take jokes. No, we could take a joke. Make it funny. Make
Yeah.
it funny enough that we like it.
That's the thing, though. Like, that's exactly it. I learned this really important lesson. I got hired at one point when I was doing comedy. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No, you didn't. Stop being PC. I don't give a fuck.
Stop being PC and just being polite. But so
Stop being
I had
polite.
this, okay, fuck you. I'm
Oh,
talking.
damn. Let's freestyle battle. I like this.
No, you kill me.
I have a beat over there. We'll make some music right
You'll
now.
kill me. I have no rhythm whatsoever.
Let's go on a stand-up comedy tour. I just start getting drunk and I'm like,
may
listen.
or may not have a show coming up. but
Period.
It's on a it's
Showing
secret
up.
though. It's secret though. It's secret.
Oh.
But if you're in Vegas this weekend,
Oh, this week. Oh,
yeah, it's been years since I've done a show, and I'm doing one soon. But anyway, it's gonna be a surprise show though. So
I'm gonna do what you do, and I'm gonna zoom in on where you're at,
fuck you.
and I'm gonna pop up. I'm like, yeah. No, all right, go tell
No,
us.
I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, no. What were we talking about again? Something about. I probably agree with you. Whatever.
No, funny. That funny is
Right.
getting fucked up.
Right. So there was a lesson I learned. I do remember. There's a lesson I learned while I was doing comedy. One of the best gigs I got was working for the Disney Cruise Line.
Oh,
And I won't get into it, but we got that job like luck. We were lucky. We made up a show because they didn't like what we were selling, and so we went in the parking lot. We're like, oh, we have another one. We went in the parking lot. Like, what the fuck we're gonna do? And so we just came up with one. Like we just threw ideas at, and we went back and sold it. They bought it, and we got a 3-year contract. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is though, is when we got in there, I said once we got hired, they gave us this this pamphlet, and it was 2 pages long, front and back, of things we cannot joke about. And it's like height, weight, religion, this, that. But then it just kept going on. If someone gets up to use the bathroom, you can't make fun of them for having GI issues. You can't make fun of this. You can't make fun of that. And it's like you can't make fun of the state they're from. You can't make fun. I'm like, the state. Come on, we can make fun of a state. And so it just got really exhausting. And so I was like, So at one point I'm like, do you want us to even like do this? Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I'm not all for like, you know, I'm not like, oh, I could only do comedy if I could say bad words or be racist, but like this won't let me do anything.
Yeah.
And they said, you know, if you don't feel like you're a good enough comedian to do it with all these restrictions, we'll find someone who can. And that was like eye-opening. Like, no, I could do it. Yeah, I'll do that. It's either I do it or I don't have a job, right? It's like, now I'll take the 3-year contract and just find a way to be funny without being offensive.
Yeah.
And then I realized it wasn't a restriction, it was a skill issue. Do you have the skill to do that? Are you leaning on this? Are you leaning on making fun of someone just because they just went to the bathroom? Okay, so you have 2 pages of restrictions and you could still be funny. Fucking good job. Yeah. That takes fucking skill. And that's when I learned to respect that rather than to, you know, it's not up to me what the venue, what their rules are. That's not up to me. I'm here to do comedy. Yeah. Can I do it within your restrictions? Yeah. So whenever I see people like, you know, pushing the racism or all this hate and trying to be funny, but it's just a joke. I'm like, yeah, you're not funny. Yeah. And you're hoping to get a shock reaction because you just said something racist. I get what you're doing. I did comedy. It's not, you're just not funny. Oh, I am. Okay, then tell a fucking joke. Tell a solid joke. Yeah. Like set up and joke. Go ahead. I can't do that. Yeah. They can't do that. They can't form a joke. Yeah. And that's what gets me really upset. Like, then don't go around saying this is dark comedy. You have no understanding of comedy. You don't know comedy. So you don't get to just start there and assume it. That's not dark comedy, by the way. Yeah. Like dark comedy would be like to say that, you know, my dad's been ghosting me for like 5 years. Well, he passed away in 2018. So like that's more dark comedy. Yeah. But like, you know, making someone feel bad, that's not dark comedy. That's bullying.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah. I mean, shit. And we went through that shit. I mean, let me not, because I've been drinking, so I'm like, let me not get into that before we end up talking about a bunch of stuff. But you're absolutely right, because we've also gone on like dates and heard comedians talking about certain things, and it's just like you're bombing, so you end up making jokes about unaliving like babies, like it's like, what is it? Like, this isn't funny, and it's like, and it barely any laughs you were getting.
There was one. We went to one comedy show that the girl was just talking crazy about like
she made me want to stand up and beat her ass
and all that, and nobody was like really laughing. And in the middle of the thing, she goes, "It's dark comedy, you guys wouldn't get it," or something like that. And we're like, "No, you're just not funny." Like
they always like, get to that point.
And then she gets so like frustrated that she'll like starts like, I guess, like overdoing her joke and like screaming, and I'm just like, girl, are you okay?
She was like 1 second away from punching herself in the face for a reaction. Like, I'm like, girl, what the fuck is going on?
She wasn't getting the reaction that she thought. She thought she was gonna kill it, and everybody was just like, no.
Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of the day, you're absolutely right. When it comes to like being funny, you'll be able to work with what you got, and that happened to me too. Like a long time ago, like with rap, right? Like, it was a song that like I wasn't, you know, I didn't used to rap very much about like sexual stuff or whatever. And like sometimes people will question me about like how I used to be like that and I'm not like that anymore. I don't know. I guess I got more comfortable with like everything. But back then I got a song from Tech Nine and it was called So Dope. And it was like, I didn't talk about certain topics and that song was like only about that. And I was like, he was like, no, you got it. He was like, you're a good enough rapper. You got it. And I was like, damn, how am I going to? And honestly, it made me make one of my best verses because I wasn't vulgar. I didn't talk too crazy. I stuck to the rules, but it challenged me in a way that it made me be like, I could step, you know, and similar to you, it's like, it makes you like, it challenges you and it makes you stand up and do better. And to me, I'm like, that is art, you know, with comedy, with content creation, with music, with whatever it is. It's like, when we're being challenged, that's when we end up being our best.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely.
You know?
And like, and some might say, well, that's, you know, your art is pure without a restriction. And you're welcome to make that art without a restriction. But for this venue or for this person or that, whatever, if you want the work, you got to do it to their specification. Yeah. And like any other job where you're trying to please the customer, that's really what it is. I mean, ultimately, like, you know, if it goes against the core of what I'm doing, you don't do the job.
Yeah.
Right. you just don't do it.
Yeah. If it's like, if it's to a certain point. He said George Carlin was a genius. He never said he was dark comic. He said life. Yeah, exactly. A lot of people confuse dark comedy or you know, like dark humor with you have to be offensive. Yeah. And at a very young age, like my dad was very funny. Like he was always like the center of attention whenever like at parties and stuff. So he always was just like the joke, like the laughs have to outweigh the offensiveness.
That's what I would say too.
Yeah.
I would say you got to scale. If it's more offensive than it's funny, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
It's just bullying.
Yeah, you're just bullying somebody.
I literally used to say the same thing.
Yeah. So it's like you're like, I'm your dad. No, you're like Mija. No, seriously, like I think at some point people have to fucking understand that, dude. Like, if you're just being offensive and you're like, yeah, and then some fucking gay guy, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, everybody in the room just feels uncomfortable. They're like, you wouldn't get it. You just don't get dark humor. Like, you're just being a like weirdo.
Yeah.
Everybody's staring at you. Like, there's no way there's 10 people in the room and 9 of them are looking at you like you're weird and you think you're right. You know? Like, come on. Unless you're like the Republicans that just fucking voted no on the Epstein files, then, you know, like,
What
then
the
the
fuck
majority.
is up with that, by the way?
Right. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
I thought y'all were protecting children. They're like, yeah, we're protecting them so we can violate them.
They even try to
That's
repackage
crazy. Dark
that.
humor.
They even try to repackage that as like, oh, Democrats are trying to like push for the release of child porn. It's like, bitch, you know that's not what they're doing.
Right.
They want the names, the same names you've been begging for, the same names that you said existed. That's what they want. Like,
Yeah.
you've been selling this Epstein list for so long. Like, we go ahead, you need to follow through with it.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you're not interested. I don't know if most people were as suspicious as the moment they start trying to cover this shit up. Like, some people may have thought, oh, maybe it's not real, but the way that Trump keeps pushing it away is really suspicious.
Yeah. No, and you know what's cool? What I like is that we finally are seeing the crack. Like, we can see this motherfucker is bullyable. Like, this motherfucker right here, like, if you keep you don't even have to push. You just have to keep that line and be like, it's not going away.
Yeah.
He's gonna crack on his own because all these motherfuckers are egomaniacs. They're narcissists. They're weirdos. They just there's just a certain level of humanity that's missing in them.
Yeah.
That just by being who we are, as long as we don't let up, we don't even have to be the aggressors. We just have to put that boundary and finally, come on, guys. How many human beings that are normal people have ever had boundaries and people will show their cards immediately? The moment you tell somebody no, they'll melt down. So that's all you got to do. We just are having a boundary on, you're not going to gaslight us on the fucking list. And I know that you bought fucking Musk, but even on that, you should be like, we should just make fun of Musk and be like, oh, you got bought. You got bought, you got purchased, you got a contract, so now you're not. Because the moment that you keep doing that, he's gonna have a fucking ego. All these dudes are egomaniacs and they're narcissists.
Biggest weakness. You're nailing it. Absolutely. Their biggest weakness is their own fucking ego.
Yeah.
You push them too much and they'll say, like, Trump keeps saying the wrong shit. No one told him to say that.
Yeah.
He didn't clear that with an attorney. He just starts saying it because he gets bullied a lot because he reads the shit online.
Yes.
So does Elon. I mean,
yes.
Yeah. And that causes them to fuck up because they can't think on their feet. They're told yes all day. They don't know what's wrong, what's right.
Yeah.
And he keeps, and then instead he says the wrong thing and they make excuses and they go, well, that's okay because of this. Oh, well, what about Biden did it? Or what about this? Or what about, and they'll continue to keep it up. But the cracks you're seeing now are based on what Trump sold. Trump sold his entire fucking platform was, I'm the only one who's going to expose this shit.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who's getting to the bottom of this that we know is all real. And they threw out so many names. They said Kathy Griffin's on it. They said this person's without any evidence. And now that we got this guy who keeps showing up on all the fucking flight logs, like what we have, his names are on.
Yeah.
What we already have his names show up more than anybody, almost as much as Epstein.
Right.
And so it begs the question, why? Why is he hanging out with this known pedophile so much? Don't ask that question. Don't ask any more questions. We're done with the questions. We're done with the list.
Right.
Shut up. There's no list. Why are you still talking about this list?
Yeah.
That's so fucking suspicious. That's what I would say if I was on the list.
Right. Exactly. No, I think at the end of the day, bro, if there's one takeaway from this shit, I feel like if you want to do the right thing, now I think there's so many of us that are empowered. Even people who maybe were even on the Trump side are starting to be like, there's cracks in the fucking plan that they weren't counting on. So right now we need to just see those little cracks in the plan and be like, but what about this? But what about that? Because before we were on the defensive of just like, stop. Now we're like, what's going on there? What's going on there? What's going on there? And it just, they'll crack their whole fucking plan them fucking selves, because at the end of the day, they're egomaniacs, they're bullies, they're weirdos, and we all know what you have to do for that. We've all grown up seeing this type of people. So it's like, as long as you keep pushing back and keep asking Elon why he got purchased, why did you say this, but now you're shutting up? Did he just buy you? Are you the richest man? Are you one of the richest men in the world? And this fucking fool just fucking bought you? That's crazy. That's embarrassing. Yeah. Trump, didn't he fucking pay for didn't he say you're on the Epstein files? Didn't he say that you're, didn't he say that if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't have won the presidency?
Yep.
Fucking, what's his name? Didn't you spray paint your fucking hairline, Stephen Miller? Were you bullied by somebody in Santa Monica? Why are your parents fucking Democrat? Why are you the only person whose family is Democrats and you're the fucking weirdo? Like, did you get bullied, or could you not dance Latino music? Like, what is it about Latinos specifically that you fucking hate? Like, what is it? And plus, a lot of them are down low gay. You don't have to say it. I'll say it. It's part of the gay community. We have all seen a frustrated, stressed out, down low gay man that doesn't know how to fucking express it. So he ends up being mad at everybody else. Like, bro, suck some dick if you need to. Like, do whatever you got to do. Come out already. Your ugly wife doesn't need to be covering for you anymore. Let her live her best life and find herself another fucking mediocre man. And you go find yourself a fucking husband and live your fucking happiest life.
And really,
and I think Epstein was gay, to be honest. I feel like the reason that he was, sorry, I don't know. I don't have a lawyer to fucking tell me. But did you guys ever see how, like, he walked and how he kind of like did certain things?
Who again?
Epstein, the guy
Epstein.
I feel like they did all that for power. I think he needed to blackmail people. I think a lot of these motherfuckers want to make gay wrong again because they love blackmailing other men over what they do in their secret time. Because the moment everybody's happy and gay, the moment everybody not saying everybody's gay. Sorry. He's like, what did I
I'm not
to?
offended. You don't know. Maybe I've sucked a dick. Nobody knows. I've never said I didn't. She just said I can't speak on gay people. She doesn't know. Maybe I can.
Maybe he can. We don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know anybody in this room. Anybody? No, I'm just joking.
Well, we can listen. Never mind. No, when your joke is going too far. Yeah.
Right. We're like, let's pull it back.
Or was it a joke? You don't know if it's a joke.
No, but listen. I think, and this is a theory. This is it. But I think they want gayness to be secretive again because that is how they blackmailed a lot of people and that's how they maintain power. You found some guy sucking some dick in the bathroom. Now all of a sudden you're blackmailing him with some picture or some video or some whatever or saying something, and now that person is going to do whatever you want. Didn't Hamilton, what's his fucking name? Didn't he get blackmailed because he cheated on his wife?
Yeah.
You see, the power in this country from the forefathers has always been in blackmailing someone when they did something wrong. That goes back to the fucking forefathers. Hamilton, what the fuck was his name?
Huh?
Not Anthony.
Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton. Anthony Hamilton saying Charlene. That's a completely different guy. Shall be sitting here waiting up. Sorry, I just melt down. But you know what I'm saying? Back to the forefathers. Blackmail has been a big part of America. And the Epstein files were just blackmail from a down low guy that honestly, I don't even think like these girls. He probably did whatever he needed to do to just kind of try to, same thing that was happening with some rapper that was very much in the news that I don't want to talk about anymore because he was found innocent and I don't want him to kill me. You know what's going on. Y'all see it all the way back to the forefathers. We saw it. And that's just what America is, man. Make America great again. I think we need to reset.
Hard reset.
Yeah. Throw it in rice.
Yeah. Completely. Yeah. Shut it down.
Live a little
reformat. Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna give it a virus. Let it just completely eat itself up.
Yeah.
What we have now is not gonna work. Like this. I think that they are trying to prove to us as best as they can that this is what capitalism will lead to. It'll eventually lead to a bunch of fucking blackmail from the richest people who have hoarded every single resource away from us while we're sitting here begging for some health insurance because we don't want to go bankrupt if we get cancer. That's what it just is now.
Yeah.
The greatest country in the world is just this now.
Yeah. But it's going to take funny people to make fun of them. That's it. I think that's the biggest thing.
I agree though. Like, but whether it's through your rapping, whether it's through like whatever we're doing, I feel like really comedy is what brings people's walls down. Like I know myself, like I've held like strong positions, but if someone made me laugh when they're making their point, I'm more likely to listen.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, hey, why are you saying that? That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think comedy plays a big, big role. And unfortunately, we have a bunch of hack fucking comedians right now, except for Bill Burr out there who's doing God's work.
Shouts out Bill Burr.
Hell yeah, no. But like everybody else is like punching down because they lack the skill.
Yeah. No, I know. So I don't know, man. I'm glad to have linked up with you. I fuck with you.
My
Yes.
pleasure.
Yes,
Absolutely, my
absolutely.
pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Of
It's
course.
such an honor.
And I hope it's not the last time. You know, I think you're always invited here. I think we can find, and even outside of this, I think, you being in the comedy stuff, me too, and we do the content and we're on the right side of all this shit. I think we could do, and also my eyelash is falling off, so that's amazing.
No one noticed.
That's
no one
great.
noticed.
I know. My eyeball.
Mine is in place.
Yeah, yours is good.
Mine is
We're
good.
good. All right, good. No, but I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for fucking tuning in. Thank you so much for
Thank
fucking
you. Thank you for having me.
Dawnish.
You got
And I know
it.
that because it's dawn. Dawn. You feel me? That's lit. But anyway, I love y'all motherfuckers. I love everybody over here. Let's just keep on fucking doing the right thing, bro. Whether we're funny, we do music, we do content, whatever it is. Guys, hit it with a like, hit it with a share, and just pray to God that we could pull this off, because these dirty little motherfuckers are on to something. Give them the last word, man. Let them know something.
Oh, no, the last word. I didn't know you get the last word. All right, guys. Just what she said. Push forward, keep doing what you want, and keep one thing in your heart. If nothing else, if you're beaten down to nothing, keep spite in your heart. If nothing else, beat them down out of spite. Make them fail at what they're trying to do out of spite.
Esa niña no se aguanta. Quiere todo porque el pussy sabe a Fanta. Si la dejas por pendejo se te casa. Dale todo, 2 de lengua y una horchata. Si te alcanza, I'm the shit, huh? Are you catching what I'm throwing for a pickup? Same bitch I always was, now I'm just richer. I'm about to shake it up and check the Richter. This a sticker. You say some things your numbers don't say. I got some kids with toys that don't play. Kilo de azúcar pa' mi cornflakes. I don't need roses, pour me rosé. No soy santa, baby, yo soy vale madre, faca chancla. Lo que yo sí tengo mucho a ti te falta. Y si quieres yo te enseño con el ram pa pa pam, ram pa pa pam pam. No soy santa, baby, yo soy vale madre, faca chancla. Lo que yo sí tengo mucho a ti te falta. Y si quieres yo te enseño con el ram pa pa pam, ram pa pa pam pam. Don't try to play me, baby. I'ma meet you acana, which means I've been a Mexican snack and I'll split your banana. Solo yo sé mi rollo guayaba, también sácate cana. Me encanta la línea de Fanta porque nadie me aguanta, por eso